if you're on the map of Vertigo. Of course, Counter-Strike doesn't work like that. Just one good map doesn't guarantee you're gonna have the same kind of performance, but it bodes well for them and their confidence. They're gonna need a truck ton of that if they want to take down FaZe Clan. Do we believe? Is there a will? We entertain the idea. We have to entertain the idea at the very minimum.
If they can show something.
They have
sure,
to
but I'm not coming in with
you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not coming in with the expectation for Monte to win this game. They've got to, you know, I think earn that look today.
I certainly think they could win this map.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to start, right? And then we can build from there. But let's see. I heard FaZe do a bit of a war cry before the start of this game, trying to get pumped up, and it looks like it's worked in the pistol as they managed to absolutely demolish Monte over a ramp. It's going to be weird trying to get back to Carlston.
I'm trying to replace
instead of podcast.
Do something in between.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't have to be a full-on, you know, from 0 to 1. It doesn't have to be binary. It can be slightly more serious. I'm just trying to replace, like, historically, since when am I constantly seeing dual Berettas in pistols? Because it was a transition, but now I feel like it is a 90% occurrence.
When they were $500, it was like 1 on CT side on certain maps, and then obviously once they got made cheaper, well, it just makes sense to buy 2 pairs, drop them over by a flash. That's just good logic there, right? Or Julie's kit. So that's when it increased massively. But I mean, we were talking about this the other day, just the idea that like how long it takes even CS players, I guess not anymore, but back in the past to realize that guns were good. Like SMGs were buffed, and then it took probably a year from when they were buffed to when they were like meta. There was a period in CS where you barely see SMGs get bought. Shotguns the same. And you know, we go through phases. We don't like change.
No, I was gonna say not just in CS, bro. In life, people are not really keen to change. It's not something we take lightly. We like our own misery. That's far better. But in any case, in a more positive vibe, it's Monte bringing out the rifles now, as we are not going to deep dive into an existential conversation about life and philosophy. No, Harry, we're gonna talk Counter-Strike.
I can do that.
Nice.
I can do either.
The question for me is: has FaZe changed, or are they still in their winning ways? Time to get the answer.
The answer is gonna be on your screen in the next few minutes.
Ooh, that's not a bad way for this to start. Waro on a bit of a smoke spam. Gets rid of Frozen early on, and now Demka fast up through the short side. Will control the spray for the first. Brokey
smokes himself off.
Yeah. But in this bonus round, that AK, that's the big ticket item here. Brokey's re-aggressing with it. Ooh. Cleanly done. Brokey looking good. Hungry for even more. My God.
Starving.
Yeah.
Famished.
Ops and Rain. They're in my fantasy team. Not the one that we built for Pro League. My other one.
Your real one?
Oh, that's a good bait. That's a good bait.
Trying to set up ropz. Good for the first.
Got to commit now. He's going to die on this wide angle, and his teammate jumps over. So back in, Waro and Krasnal convert and get their first gun round on the board, stopping FaZe's bonus from going too out of control.
How have you been enjoying Gizmy, Hugo?
Hasn't stood out as like a big fragger. Stood behind him a couple of games. He's been very vocal. I've liked that from him. Offering a lot. Playing a very supportive role, especially on T sides. And so there's been good things. Definitely been good things. The vibe seems good. Doesn't have that tilt factor, which is something that, let's be real, Monte have plenty of tilt.
There's definitely a certain degree of latent tilt when you watch Monte play. It is a fact.
So I don't think he's brought that.
When he was interviewed the other day, I think they even asked him, like at one point, Demka looked like he was kind of telling you off a bit, and he gave the reply like, yeah, but you know, like I mess up sometimes, like I overstep at important moments, and so, you know, you take it on the chin, right? Like
just learning experience.
Had good respect though, right? He didn't take the opportunity to be like, yeah, man, he's horrible to me.
No, I mean, if you're Gizmy, you want to learn from your teammates who have made runs at a major. You know, they've got way more experience. He's come up from the academy team. He's fresh face to tier 1, and so every reason to take what you're being given from your more experienced roster.
This is where your character is getting tested as well, because I think some players then really just turtle back into their shell and stop making the moves that they want to do. And I think the trick is to take that feedback, but still continue to do whatever it is your instinct tells you, right? To kind of navigate that threat, just as Krasnal's trying to navigate that smoke.
Yeah, Monte loved that smoke at the top, but Rain's got a bit of an angle on the wide swing here. They're going to do 2 smokes on the site and flash their way in. Krasnal already spotted. FaZe now know the true commitment.
Oh, Rain smoked off. But ropz is going to lend a helping hand over the smoke. All right, it's back on. This could have been a unicorn round. Instead, FaZe are more than interested. Even a smoke push out of Carrigan. Ryu getting aggressive. He's got a lot of bodies here to deal with. First shot connects, and he's able to get out of there. That's well played from Ryu. Any more on the offensive? Krasnow lends a helping hand, but he's fast running out of time. Oh, gets it down to the 1v1.
He's got it. Time.
Why plant ropz to try and chase this.
Well.
Doesn't call his bluff. He moves in and waits for that plant. Krasnow had to commit.
Oh, that's experience from ropz, and he knows that Monte are quaking in their boots.
It's also because he's got such time pressure that he doesn't have time to just go behind the boxes where he could afford a plant and then take a duel. He's so rushed by it, pressured by it, that he's got to have an open plant. And who else but ropz to make the right decision in the last 4 seconds? He probably hears where the plant's coming from. He knows it's my time. It is my time.
That's just a confident swing, not one where you're expecting a play with a gun out anyway. He looked ready just to stop that bomb in his tracks. All right, FaZe back. Double SMG though, it comes at a cost after winning a clutch. And Monte is scrambling, pinching pennies themselves. Frozen fights down the ramp.
That's a round where Brokey could just lay the law. Like, he could absolutely destroy people. They don't exactly have a huge weaponry for him. They have 1 AK on the side of Monte. A couple of flashes here and there. So you want to see Brokey take deep lines onto the A side and allow an early rotation. Right now, they have the setup that's needed already. FaZe with the read. That's going to be ropz and Rain onto the B side.
Cleanly done from ropz, and that will tee up Rain to get involved. But actually, they spam ropz on the fullback. They're able to deal with Rain in a ramp. Oh, Carrigan, he's really hot. And he's also in a Molotov. 3v2, FaZe. Gonna play Carrigan through the smoke, but this time, Monte are holding for it. 2v2.
Oh,
Frozen in on the backstab, and Brokey is real quick with it. Just Waro 2K left to beat. Mara's made a bit of a move here to take an aggressive stance through the smoke. But he doesn't know where this second player is, and so for now, the only man that he could look to fight is Brokey.
Yeah, and he changed his position. I really like it from Brokey. I think he's aware that War is on the chase. He's on the hunt. He's trying to find him. It's been very well analyzed by Brokey. That's it. Was that a little bit of a step? Just on our POV, Brokey's going to swing on and find War without the scope.
Okay, that's
no need.
Flexing for Brokey. That's what you love to see. FaZe contain that very well. Gives me fake with the swing. Wonder if that was called by Krasnow or called by someone, Waro rather, because there was no cover with that smoke down. There's no one to trade off of him. He just goes for the full commit. This feels like a overstep.
And to be fair, it had started very favorably for Monte. When I saw that setup, the fact that they were able to do 2-for-2 trade with lower weaponry and then scale onto the side. Of course, whenever there is a smoke and Carrigan is alive, someone has to watch the smokes. I think that's now the golden rule. But FaZe navigate this round very easily now.
Perfect start on the anti-eco. ropz on the boost.
He's got some money as well. Making some money with that MP9.
And then Brokey, here's pistols. He comes swinging in. Don't want to overdo it. It's only a Glock.
I don't mind a little bit of eco hunting. Just a little bit, you know, reasonable.
Until you start dying.
Exactly. Take a peek. Don't re-peek 3 times. Just take a chance. He's got the incognito factor because they don't exactly know where he is. They have ropz mid with the MP9, so I don't mind it once. Then just piss off
flash.
and leave Carrigan. Oh, brother!
They are walking.
Got a lot of people in front of you.
Now, yeah.
Oh, helped out by Brokey. And Carrigan's still in hot water here, but Brokey. Oh!
Look at him.
Yo,
he's flexing.
He is feeling it right now. Go on, go get the next guy too. Damn, Kurt. Brokey is inching forward. He really wants to be involved.
Oh no,
no.
Well, you know,
Carrigan's low and
no, don't be silly. No one's ever won a 1v5.
The legendary miss, and so it's okay. They'll save the AWP. FaZe keep it under control. But okay, Brokey's going for it.
I think Brokey looks terrifying
He's
right now.
He's feeling it.
He looks terrifying.
Yeah, fair enough to the guy.
And I cannot say that I've ever been anything close to a sniper in my career, but I do think that there is something about the way of hitting a flick early on in a game, and it's almost as if your options are sort of in line. You know it's working. You know, you found your flick, and it's gonna follow you throughout the game. So let's keep an eye on Brokey, see if he finds a couple of these crazy shots. Because that one he had on the beatbox side was very telling.
Even the fact that he's like throwing himself into all these fights, it's like he's limit testing, you know, like his ability early on. Like, no, okay, I'm feeling really good today. Oh, that's scary.
These aren't the kind of games FaZe come in and play scared or play not to lose. Like, they know they're the better team and they're showing it. ropz just dry swings mid as well. 5v4 taken for FaZe. Like, this is a championship team. They will eat you alive.
I mean, even thinking back to Chengdu very recently, right? Like, Brokey was the biggest part as to why they battled through into the grand finals anyway. So he's had no issue stepping up when the going gets tough.
I'm liking FaZe's setups, you know, just doing layered stuff on the A side. Happy to re-aggress in the mid round, dry or not. Flashback in is awkward, but Karrigan trade, so you know, Frozen, forget about
under control. It's under control.
4-on-2.
And Rain has already secured.
They're so aggressive, aren't they, in this map? Like the double B setup, the mid push, Brokey in general, and now this.
That's a kill guarantee. It's got to be easy for Rain. Traded by Gizmi, but the information is out. And with 40 seconds left and ropz, wild ropz already. Has he heard the steps? I think he's heard the steps. He knows about it.
Oh, ropz is hurting.
But hey, Brokey's going to take every swing.
I want to see that kill.
Dude, I like that we saw it from the other POV.
Yeah,
just goes to show you like how little time to react you've got.
We need to get some X-ray off and see some Brokey peaks. That's what I want to see.
I have a feeling it's going to happen a couple times.
Yeah. Nice round for FaZe. Not like the layering. Nice and clean.
Nice. Top level right now. They're always one step ahead. They change the setup proactively throughout the round. They are the one finding the opening kills mostly. You've talked about the ropz and the swing towards middle. Monte haven't really shown up so far.
No.
They've been put down. They've been controlled.
They've had a couple of opportunities, but squandered maybe.
Yeah, 2 versus 2 on the B side. That Brokey flick was a possibility for them, definitely. But besides that, it's been relatively one-sided towards FaZe.
This music's so intense,
bro.
It felt like we're in a film trailer.
This summer, FaZe Clan
to a cinema near you.
Krasnow under attack.
That actually sounds sick, bro. I didn't know you could do that.
One Latvian laser versus the world.
Holy shit, bro. Where did this come from?
I have no idea.
He's going to make you cast like that the whole time. Be very careful.
Do that forever.
Do you want me to do a round with it? Like,
you've opened the can of worms.
when the action begins.
Yeah, let's see how far you can push that voice.
Yeah, go on.
I'm already having to clear my throat.
Yeah, exactly. The high-intensity moment.
Nothing's really happening here, guys.
No, it's okay. Keep the voice for the key moment. We'll furniture this until it happens.
And on a B side that... I've already lost it.
No.
And on a B side that seems impenetrable. Monte Esports. Lay up.
Ooh. Well, they make Rain lay down. Good night to him. ropz moves in. Tries to hold the line. Oh, but here's Brokey. Oh, ropz switched on as well.
Yeah, there's no getting through this phase.
This is terrifying.
And this is why I said, Matthew, that they've got to earn it. Because to me, it's not about how well Monte play. It's about what phase do we have. We have FaZe who know there's no more second chance, who know there's no more third bracket. It's single elimination here in the playoffs of ESL Pro League. They're here to play.
That's where they thrive. Single elimination. Backs against the wall.
Na'Vi.
Never stronger.
Vitality. These are the names.
Oh, no, I can see. Listen, I can see it coming. I'm shaking in my boots already at the idea of a possible FaZe Vitality, of course. But we are really getting ahead of ourselves. I understand how you're feeling, Roll, right now. It feels very helpless. Yeah. Very lonely.
I want to see a nice A ramp control round, but again, FaZe just had the reads. They go back to AAA. They have the Orb here as well, supporting utility from Brokey. Deep smokes down. How does he hit that one?
He's not stopping.
On the break.
He won't stop.
And there's more where that came from. Karrigan. Oh, he falls. Demka doubled up.
They just did that so that Brokey can get a highlight. Don't worry about it.
Damn right.
They're all trying to carry themselves with Brokey confidence, but like, they just aren't him.
I think. Isn't it called like the farmer's hole when you just walk around the gym with weights in both your hands on the left and the right hand side? You're just trying to walk. I think that's what Brokey's trying to do on the A side. He's just walking around, carrying his dead players under his arms.
Oh, he's farming all right.
Hey.
He's sowing those seeds. You made that weird. Brokey, straight up pumping them, full of lead.
All right, then let's see if he's got another highlight in him. ropz has been lights out to open this up, but the util's bottom. Oh my god, ropz. Oh my god. ropz's jealousy nearly took over there. I mean, ropz and ropz are still very much in this.
Surely that's
the two in terrifying form, but looks like they might just have to write this off. All that damage has put the fear in FaZe, and so Monte right here with a second round. They finally break through.
And if you're going to come back against a FaZe that is catching on fire the way we're looking at it, this is a very good round. This is the illustration of what you're talking about. You know FaZe is going to take some overpeaks. Like, that's going to happen. That's in the DNA. That's how they play Counter-Strike. It's never been down to the rule. It's never been grammatically correct the way they always play the game. But we are up for it. We love it. We absolutely vibe for it. But so when you play against them, you have to punish. When it's a 5v4 and Kerrigan tries to sneak in a smoke in ramp, you have to punish. When they give you these openings, that's the moment you force them to kind of take it down a notch before they put a notch on the Inter Grand Slam belt.
Oh, god damn, he did it. Is that a third? Is that a third?
That would be a third.
Out of 4?
Out of 4.
It's right there.
And then Cologne could be it.
I mean, look, FaZe great at getting to finals.
Oh.
But a love-hate relationship with winning them.
Yeah, but they finally broke the streak. The lost streak now. The second place streak. So...
And now they just have to go through again the teams that have been beating them in grand finals to even get there.
What, Monte?
Well, bar this team.
Okay.
Burn that one a little too quick.
Monte, what have you got? They've got top ramp. They've got all the nades they need. They've got a 5v5 at a minute and a half. Okay, some damage conceded, but here's that aggression we're talking about. Got a fake out, and Kerrigan doesn't buy it. He figures it out. He does fall, but that should tell you the whole story of what Monte were trying to do. The question is, do they commit?
Oh, Rain, he hears the footsteps. He knows they're coming. Boom. Up close, gets away with the first. He has slowed Monte down. He stopped his B-take single-handedly. And so with all the speed removed, FaZe have pulled everyone over to this side of the map. Monte is sent away, and it's all eyes on Gizmi now as he tries to take away space. Over towards ramp. Waro moving in. These footsteps should be heard by FaZe. They should have a very clear image of what's happening here now that they've cleared out B, but they've got no one over towards that A site.
Yeah, Frozen's called it from the mid flank, though. He actually dropped loud. He actually hit the ground there. So did they hear the crater? If so, they should go back and check this.
ropz with him too.
Yeah, they know about the flank.
Did he change position?
No, so he's just going to be loud about it. Full send. We'll die on that first swing, but can ropz be there in time? He's a little delayed. No trade allowed today. 3 on 3. FaZe waiting for the flank. ropz quick. How quick is he? Missed shot. Over the top. How did Rain get there? Waro's wondering why his teammate's dead, and now it must be Demka and him to hold on to stop this retake. Swinging out, Rain with another. Needs a 1v1 and it will fall. That should be it for Monte. Time is ticking. He doesn't know where to move. ropz back on the bomb side with a smoke, with a tap, with a swing, and Demka doesn't know. He hasn't seen him off the bomb. There's not enough time for ropz. Not today. The double flank too little, too late.
There was a whirl. When that smoke hits the ground and you start hearing the diffuse, you're thinking, holy hell, he's actually going to do this to me. But no, I have a fake diffuse from ropz, and Demka, of course, hears it.
How does Rain get top default?
I would go ahead and say because of the rockets that was happening down ramp.
Yeah.
You know, ropz fighting, probably a lot of comms. He's coming ramp, he's coming. And then suddenly you lose track of it. The Speedway player comes in to help.
Oh, what it could have been.
Lord, oh mercy. Wow. And Rain had done such a great job on the B side. Like his way of pushing the smoke into the stairs, that's game sense and intuition. That's exactly what it is to live make decisions.
Rain was 1 kill off of the ace, and it wasn't enough to win FaZe the round.
Wow.
They let him down.
Yeah. Gizmi must be feeling the pain this game, right? Think about the fake, you know, one of the rounds swings and dies in a 2v2. That round where he's trying to play safe, sat on the bomb, just gets cleared from above. At least Monte win it. Something to show here. Looking for a 5-round half. Kerrigan not willing to concede that first death in middle. Gizmi puts the pressure on.
It's a different flavor as well. I think it's the first time for FaZe that they feel a little bit under pressure towards mid. It's going to be retaken jointly by ropz, but he's put down by Gizmi. Great shot. And it's a lot of map control. Also, they know it's ropz. That's very telling for them.
Oh.
Making plays, are we?
Oh dear. Over the tippity top. ropz We've seen some flicks today. Oh, that's awkward. Throwing the nades. Broky's gonna run in. He still hits it.
No,
he
that's
still
crazy.
Hits it.
That's a flick in the y-axis, bro. Like,
why?
Flicking left and right is one thing, but it's kind of diagonal and up is crazy. Let's go. Broky's on a heater still. I mean, he's kind of been locked out of these last few rounds by utility.
Ooh. Nade.
Comes another one.
Oh, don't stand up, Ryu. Stay hidden down on that bomb. There's a lot of damage through these smoke. I like a boost here. That could be a good idea, but they got to go quick.
Broky just hit a tag on Tawaro, bringing him down low as well. They're all wounded. They're all hurting. Rain reclaims these kills. Demka's got a clutch up over towards short. Oftentimes, this guy can be the hero for Monte. They flash him off the angle, but they're sticking the bomb. And so no peek from Demka. He calls their bluff, low on HP. And that will hand over an 8th to FaZe Clan heading in to the final round of this first half.
Great call for FaZe to stick it. I don't know if they knew he was low, but if you have that information, that's exactly the play to go for. Hoping he calls your first bluff and doesn't go for a swing there.
I'm hoping we get to see the flick exactly right here.
It's just...
And it's one of the luxury that I think Broky has, Monte has. I'm trying to think of other snipers that are definitely capable of doing that, which is just walking and even sometimes running without the scope, knowing that, hey, if I get caught off guard, it doesn't matter. I will just fast scope you into oblivion.
I don't even really know which one of them he just tried to flick to, bro.
Bottom right. I don't know if you saw that gap player. They're up quick, though. Oh, Demka's getting Molly Carrigan. That's a sitter, but a shot from Demka and the nade will stop him. Broky's just trolling them out. He's just here to have fun. Absolutely farming.
Bro, Broky
not even zooming anymore.
No, doesn't need to. Re-smoke, have a wall. Monte ain't walking through that door.
He's gonna go for it again.
Send it. Oh, wow. Dear. Finally, he is mortal.
Ultimate sin, it's greed. Dead over towards short, 3v3 now. And Monte, they've just slain the kind of big man, right? Broky's been the huge issue. With Frozen now tapped out. I mean, I say that he's been, you know, Rain has actually been sick in some of these post-plant moments, some of these retakes that FaZe have been in. So let's see what he's able to bring to the table here. But Monte, they've done really well to grind this one out into a 3v2. They don't know about ropz hidden in this smoke. He goes walking through, but comes up short. Rain's got to do it solo. First kill connects. Rain gets it down in the 1v1. And so that's how FaZe Clan find 9 on the half. It's a Rain 1v3 clutch.
Anybody else but you. 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 I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I don't want anybody else
don't wanna hear no talk. Look, man, I don't wanna hear no talk. Look, man, I don't wanna hear no talk. This ain't new to me. This ain't new to me. This ain't new to me. You talk before.
Imagine that when it's time to get bread, I don't panic, man. When they ask what I do for a living, I just say I met paper, appear like the magic man. Imagine that when it's time to get bread, I don't panic, man. Keep cool and can't like the attic fan. We met paper, appear like the magic man. Deal with the money like they. It's up to KD to make it over.
This summer, an unstoppable force meets a movable object in FaZe versus Monte, because this is FaZe making their run through Murder Row, Vitality and Na'Vi waiting, and will Monte put up any resistance is the question. Here on their map pick of Vertigo, it's FaZe doing what FaZe do best.
Yeah, it was an incredibly well put intro, but I was about to say, is Monte really an immovable object?
I said a movable object.
Immovable. You got me on the first half.
They are a movable object.
They are a movable object. They have been moved around. Brokey has displaced them many, many times.
He's been everywhere, and in their heads especially.
But every game is winnable.
That's true. Also a fact.
Yeah.
Can't deny that.
And always come back.
Second half. That's a good timing mid push, but they're not flanking with it. ropz left ladder. FaZe walk B. Ryu and Gizmi. The academy students looking.
Coming in as a Molotov. Does he Molotov pour Ryu? Or does he keep it for backside?
Gizmi can smoke.
Gizmi has a smoke, but he might be tempted to use it on
Ryu.
Ryu.
Here it comes.
So now he kind of has to save Ryu. Oh, smoke's already gone out. Oh dear, Ryu still gets away with murder. 2 quick kills, but it's reclaimed by FaZe. Waro hot on the heels of a backstab here. It's being held, being considered. ropz, that one's free as Waro 2K walks in. The lonely ropz. It's just Demka left standing. Oh, but don't underestimate this guy. No, actually.
I think maybe you can.
He's going to say. You can in this one instance. Fair play. Oh. Oh, God.
It's so
hang on.
Careful.
Hang on. He's pulling it back. Oh, no. Dead now. Brokey swings him, and that's a pistol round locked in for FaZe on Monte's map pick. They sit up 10-3 with a pistol in their pocket. Or are they just happy to see him?
It is so telling about the quality of the paving that they had, how they went into the side, because Ryu finds 2 invisible, and they still win the round. They still win.
3v2. I don't even know how they got the other kills. Everyone got a frag. They didn't even look backside. They're like, yeah, it's Molly. He's not there. We got a pick.
And he got 2 out of it. Wasn't enough.
3v2. Flank held.
It's a bit of a wild one here. 4 MP9s, 1 smoke for Ryu, scout on Waro 2K.
Are they doing a classic stack A save if they go B? Win the round if they go A? This could work. Got to win the round. Easier said than done. Demka starts it. Carrigan gets absolutely beamed.
I feel like that's been his fate in a lot of the fights on this map.
He's had a bunch of these run-ins where he's just trying to take fights and he's immediately put down. The game hasn't been so kind and generous to Carrigan so far, but he's winning 10-3 in the lead. I'm sure he's not minding too much. And now it's Rain being tasted, strength in number for Monte with the MP9s. But a lot of HP have been lost in the process.
But are we really worried? They make the move back to B. FaZe have heard this. Oh, reboost is perfect just for a cheeky kill. I would like the low player on top. Feel like it's the best way to get usage out of them. But Krasnal calls it. FaZe keep their eye on it.
Spider senses tingling.
Crouch, uncrouch, crouch, uncrouch. He's nailed it.
Oh, this is rough for FaZe.
Save.
If they can even. Roro is attempting to block them. Got 27 seconds to play with. Kill will be a consolation for FaZe. It's probably the best they can hope for. Will they hightail it towards the B side? Are they making an attempt? They're making a run for it.
This is crazy. The fact that they
never mind. They baited me. They entertained
No, but that's good. And I think at bare minimum, them running B for the death cam and for the noise cue made Monte that they, worried that they're actually going to try and win the round. So they stop hunting altogether. They go and reinforce the B site. FaZe get out with their guns. Everyone's happy.
Yeah. FaZe could be happier, but they're also 10-4 up, so...
Are you happy, Harry?
Wow.
Are you happy
you
right
weren't
now?
getting existential.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be super existential. It can just be a temperature check right now.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm feeling good.
Are you happy?
I'm feeling pretty good, yeah.
No, wait, you're Maniac.
Well,
That's a good one.
Come on now. Sorry, I always get them all confused. Here we are. It's the rebuy around the saved guns. Frozen and Brokey gonna have to be the heroes here.
Brokey's 20 and 5, so...
I'll throw out an alternative name for you,
Yeah,
just
go
to
on.
keep you entertained.
ropz?
ropz double kill mid Tech 9 masterclass.
That would be
Check this out.
I'm,
Check this out.
I'm checking.
It's coming.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Jump.
Bates
Force the shot,
Scout.
yeah.
Smart.
Okay.
You can't comprehend.
Team nade.
now they're nading each
Team
other.
nade. Boost. B. FaZe looking for this entry. It's right there for the taking. Frozen. Freezing fingers.
ropz double kill Tech 9.
What, against Demka in elevator?
Yeah, probably doesn't win that, and he knows it, so he's going to start to back out now. Still floating around. He's cautious. He's going to come in on a late mid lurk here. That's what he's posturing for. While FaZe set their eyes over towards the A site and this ramp control.
The more noise FaZe make, the more chance they have Demko peeling back. But he's actually re-aggressing middle to take another position. To FaZe. They've still been silent. It's 40 seconds. Monte don't know.
No, exactly. They kept them in the dark.
Yeah, FaZe walking back to B now. Okay, Monte won this. They have a two-man B hold. ropz going to play first. Demka's just left. There is a gap. There is a window. It's filled by Gizmi. In that position, ropz, he has just been fighting the demons, telling him to swing
Bro, I can't.
all round. And now he goes at the perfect juncture. Can he get anything from it? No.
Oh, dead immediately. Warrow holds on over towards the B ramp, and
Nice.
Monte, they read this one well. Rain left very far removed. He wants to die. You don't want to
TikTok.
save the Deeg armor here. So he forces them to commit to that fight. Krasnal will get rid of him and grants Rain his one wish.
Which
It's
is
a 10.
death?
Death.
Oh, okay. It's
We said we're
very
not
good
getting
wish.
existential. Like, we're
It's
getting
very-
deep and
yeah,
dark.
No, but you know,
Could wish
it's
for a round, maybe.
like Viking-esque.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Valhalla because
Yeah.
you have an honorable death. Exactly what he was looking
Loading into Valhalla, Warthogs on. It's like a Halo reference.
Nice. I got that, yeah.
We all love a bit of Halo here.
for. I did play Halo when I was young. That's
I believe
really
it.
nice.
Yeah,
You like
it was good.
You'd have this career. You actually do the game with a friend of yours. That's amazing. I loved it. Like the co-op mode, just great.
Okay, let's load up Halo quickly while this one's on. Hugo, plug in the Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa, order 3 more controllers.
Other brands are available.
Is that a disclaimer? Do we have to do that from a
Well,
marketing
actually,
standpoint?
also, you're kind of wrong to an extent in that if we wanted to play the old school Halos, they are an Xbox exclusive. In this
Alexa.
particular Alexa.
Alexa.
Okay, Google.
Win this round.
Over here in mid, Gizmi. He said, give me the kills.
Nice. He wants them eeks. ropz has an AK, though. Don't count this guy out from something nasty. Something ludicrous.
Oh.
1v3 here. ropz
Doesn't have
moves
armor.
in. He's
He
got
can't
another.
withstand a fight.
Yeah, but he can just get that clean headshot like this.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Dear.
No, no.
Oh no, it's actually happening. Krasnal, you've got to put a stop to this now. Oh, thank God he drops the bomb. He misses the bomb. ropz, they might have been given a saving grace here as Krasnal has a second chance to find him over in middle, and ropz is now rooting around the world in this 1v1. That's such a...
mind games.
Yeah.
It's 50-50 right now for
He stopped
Krasnal.
right where he would have actually given a cue.
I like Krasnal's position though, because he not only is calling the bluff on like a reset mid, but he can rotate quick when he hears that palm. It does mean ropz, as long as he's got the minerals, Marie, he can go for that stick on this site.
I think he might have time to reposition.
ropz rocks it again.
I think
Monte
he does.
now are in trouble.
He's
Krasnal's
got a lot
walking.
of time to reposition.
Oh, Krasnal thinks
It's
ropz
beautiful
is
for ropz.
aggressive. Yeah. Play the headshot angle on the ramp. This is ropz 1v3 clutch cooked up.
That would break them. That would break Monte if that wasn't already the case.
And after 2 convincing round wins back-to-back for Monte, this would be one hell of a way to put your stake back in the game if you're FaZe. Smoked off over on ramp, but ropz on his way to the 1v3 sneaks into the smoke. Krasnal will locate the kill, and there should be just enough time for this. It looks like Krasnal has saved the day with 6 locked in for Monte. They stop ropz in his tracks on a way to a 1v3.
Excellent time management for Krasnal. I think that's what wins him the clutch. The timing of the fake with the smoke deploy meant that ropz couldn't call a complete bluff. He didn't feel like he had the time to call a complete bluff. And then he's forced to take in the duel. He's forced to go out the smoke. And Krasnal has still enough time to pencil in the defuse. He saved them. Got them out of a very dicey situation.
Oh, just a sigh of relief for Monte. They can stay in their map pick for now.
Yeah, financially, things aren't looking so bad. I'm looking at Gizmi and Demka with more than $7,000 Renos, so that's not bad. You could drop to... Now, War actually already has an AWP in his hand, so life is great.
Right, the timing gods smiled down upon us there as well. As soon as that round started, I think it was ropz crashed out the server, so... Ooh, imagine a 10-second difference on that. No, actually don't.
No, if you don't need to.
If he crashed when the round is live, but he didn't leave the server, maybe he would have won the round.
True.
Think about it like that.
Had he just stayed in that smoke,
losing a 1v0.
That's Carrigan's new game plan. If he notices that ropz is going to overplay his hand, he just yanks.
You don't see ropz overplay his hand often, luckily. Well, like that one's okay. Yeah, he walked through the smoke. Could he have called the bluff?
No,
sure.
it was
I wouldn't
tough.
call that overplaying.
You saying you're a better player than ropz?
No, I'm actually
exactly what he's saying. Actually,
I'm actually saying he made a good call. It was 50-50.
All right, Carrigan. He's been getting kind of shut down in a lot of these attempts at the openers. This might be another example of him getting shut down in the early attempts at the openers. Now towards short. Burning. Seen. They should have seen that on the minimap. They should know that Carrigan is around here at short.
Yeah, but this wallbang through this grate just doesn't exist, so Carrigan has to go back and up. Over the ramp, Demka denies. Rain's right behind. They think this is clear, and they find out it's not. And a blinder of a kill for Rain.
I was going to say the contrast of the 2 attempts. I find the entry kill. Rain is just instant.
Oh, that molly.
No one hangs around to punish.
FaZe have been really taking their time to rotate, change direction, being slow on the move as well. There's rarely rhythm. The entry round, the first few seconds are pretty quick, but then after that, they're just taking it easy. Had pressure on the A side, Rain. Damage onto Roar.
Great fake. Look at what it's done to
Yeah, he's just setting it alone.
3 players, 4 players here now. They really believe in elevator smoke is everything, and Rain can just get the kills to sell them down the river.
Weirdly, if they were looking to save here, they're going to throw themselves into the right place.
That's an interesting smoke behind green for FaZe, because it's smoked everything off instead of using 2.
Nice.
Do you smoke green, or would you rather do like CT or something
every
like that?
day?
Okay. I think it's good. It's a nice protocol to have. Rain locking down the ramp push. Gizmi offered up. Dude, Rain has another heater of a round here.
Astounding round, astounding really.
Put an AK in his hands. He has a great time with it. For Ryu and Waro, this is a sad ending to the round as they just have to sit back now.
Just been a sad map. And there's probably also something confusing about dying to Rain as he's attempting to entry, because it's not usually the player that would fake or lurk. It's not. Rain is supposed to be an entry. It's supposed to come in, rock your world. So that fake was entirely sold by the Viking. Oh, we have some screams around. It's the VP versus Gamer Legion game live on the B stream. That's what's happening. That's what I'm looking at on the side of my monitor. But I do not know what is the...
Sounds like Gamer Legion. I've never heard VP hoot and holler.
Yeah,
like
they're 4-0 up right now.
You've never heard Electronic? Well, he would never.
Normally I announce spoilers. Sorry, everyone.
No,
it's very early days. It's very early days.
My God.
It's barely
over.
even a spoiler.
VP 2-0 Gamer Legion. You heard it here first.
Ruined it.
Keep coping, bro.
Yeah, I got to. I got double VP in my fantasy, man.
Fantasies.
Fantasies. Nuts.
Sick, man.
Thanks.
That was really well.
Wow, this is how Zip felt when I did that to him. It's horrible.
Zip, can I call you Zippy?
God, I didn't think you liked that either. Just worried I've
That's a great moment.
fucked everything up with ZipX, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You and him go way back.
He's never spoken to you anymore after that?
no, never.
Never again.
All right, over towards ramp. Demka trying to get stuck in. Rain tapping away. Not the guy you want to face right now in these ramp fights is Rain.
Who do you want to face? I guess
Carrigan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to choose.
ends.
No, if you have to choose.
Yeah.
if
You get a
had to
fighter.
choose
It's like,
one.
could I fight Carrigan, please? It would be just easier than the rest.
Yeah.
Not to say it would be easy, it would probably mess me up.
He gets bare hands, you get cat paws, and you have to take him on in a head-to-head bout. Ryu will get tested over here towards the B site. He's got Waro 2K available for a fast rotate on the AWP.
This is how you lose a round instantly. Ryu doesn't know they've boosted up. They do one nice flash on default. They entry Ryu, and then what can Monte even do? He actually gets out. FaZe give him the room after the flashes. He escapes, but for how long? Because Frozen's closed the gap. Huge opening kill for Ryu. Trying to survive. He will do so and more. 2 kills from the back of Generator. We need that one smoke in. FaZe takes space, but Ryu comes swinging. Karrigan punishes it. Looks back for a flick, but you don't want to fight this guy after all. 3-on-3, the flank contains.
Yeah, Demke gets that one for free, but that was the low HP player. That was Karrigan fell. ropz! Tickle down low, tries to battle forward. It's going to be Brokey all in the clutch, but Krasnal puts a stop to him before that AWP is ready to fire. So they cut him down shy of a 1v3. They managed to bounce back to Monte.
I thought they threw that one. I thought they threw it. When I saw Ryu cross that smoke, that full-on commit, Karrigan finding the double kill before the bomb is even planted, I was thinking, what the hell are you all doing? The flank isn't here yet. Just wait. 3 to 5 more seconds. You have the pressure coming in from the stairs. That will be your moment to come in. He started excellently. This beautiful display here from server, double kill. But then, didn't need to get so dicey. And as a result, they don't have no money. If they lose this round, Monte is going to be facing the possibility of save on 12 or low money on 12. Nobody wants to be that.
Oh, ramp take back. FaZe actually don't respect it. They stay here ahead of the smoke. Rain. Man, a little respect right now. Him and Brokey waiting for Monte. Begging that they overcommit. Waro not cleared. You'd like to think they would check that. Given the util that went down, but Karrigan nails a shot as well. 4-on-3, Demke must give it up.
Karrigan heard us. He's like, mate, you don't want to fight me around
these
last few rounds. He's been landing a couple of clean taps. I mean, there was that one that wasn't so clean, but you can't win them all. ropz can. Over here in mid. Nails gives me, and now in the meantime, FaZe have got all this control over towards the B site. Frozen. Moving on up with the smoke down. Will offer up a kill to Ryu. You wonder if that's going to be enough to bring Monte back into this round. Karrigan forced wide off of the plant. Oh, wait, the awareness. Bro, that's what playing ropz does to you.
Yeah. If ropz wasn't paranoid.
You're checking the bloody bridge angle, and you were right. That's
he's watching me, isn't he?
He shot over his head. I think if ropz was stood up there, he's dead there. You can see like the impact land on ropz's POV.
That's a clean clear, but not enough. It's so satisfying to watch ropz's POV as he's like decomposing angles. Something special to it. Yeah. Something very unique.
Watching some ropz demos, that's just so boring. Nothing happens.
Well, I guess you have to have patience, right?
Yeah.
That's
with how he plays, like we all saw that mid round where like we're a minute and a half in and he's just still on like the same mid angle waiting.
It's one of these POVs. I don't believe that there are many players like that, but you would recognize if we were hiding the name tag. Like a few players are. Like no one would have a doubt about Monte.
Give me your top
Monte.
three.
I think Monte is pretty straight up. I think Nico is very. Well, yeah, that was close. Right. I think Nico is very specific, in particular in the way he aims as well.
Yeah.
And then ropz is just decomposing every single angle, vertical or horizontal. It's like he doesn't have a lot of diagonal in his movements because he's always just decomposing. It's like X and Y's, and man's just looking at the game like it's just an Excel sheet.
Word.
That was nice.
Thanks. This might be it, folks. At least for Monte's map pick. 12-7, 2 M4s, no kit, 3 smokes.
No, you cannot even punish FaZe on Vertigo. That door is closed.
What's a world come to?
I know. Things are changing. You used to be able to call out Karrigan on it.
Guys, the game's still live. Come on. Like, Monte can win this round. Every round
is winnable.
You could win.
Yeah.
Demke boosted up. I like they've gone boost on boost, right? Couple of gimmicks to try and... Because you're working with far less.
Oh, how did he get 2 headshots?
Rain, that's madness!
No. Oh.
Does go looking for a little bit more. He was feeling it.
Yeah.
That's the reason he dies there. He goes, sorry guys, I was feeling it. At the end of the round, it might be all well and good. Frozen look to open up the route over here towards B, but gets shut down. Waro's still floating around over towards short. And
you should know.
Even though they know they haven't cleared short, it's going to come down to what Waro is able to get away with here. They are homed in on his position.
Just stick
if
it,
he
bro.
could open up down the ramp. Smoke cuts off Brokey. He's not able to cover. Waro replies. Oh, but is caught by ropz through the backlines. It's just Gizmy. Trial by fire for the Academy player. Well, will get tapped out in the clutch. Brokey locks in 13 for FaZe, and with it, they steal away Monte's map pick.
Brokey is on a heater, Yanko.
Yeah, absolutely. My pick for DHL MVP, Hugo Sol. I'm feeling good about that one. Karrigan with the P250 outside. Gave a smoke and a flash to Rain, and that's all the utility for FaZe in this round.
Keeping the P2 over giving it to an armored player. Curious.
He's just feeling it. You know, sometimes you have to go with the flow, Hugo.
Okay, well, let's see if it flows like butter or mud. Waro, they haven't cleared him. He's let them cross right past him. He's in credit. They're going to run, though, and then Frozen takes a hunk. Karrigan fires back. A chunk, really, was the word I'm looking for. A hunk. Frozen's a bit of a hunk. 4 on 3 here for FaZe. Words, tenuous at best, but rounds right here for the taking. Monte, grab him.
Yeah, could have been a better start. To be fair. Karrigan gets out with the bomb. So a 2v2 still open a FaZe here. Monte, they're having a reset on this one, flanking in through the lobby. Bomb plant locked in for FaZe, and I mean, with ropz up in heaven, this is going to be real tricky for Monte. They at least get away with that fight cleanly.
Kit is here. Denied.
I mean,
veteran versus rookie, Harry.
Yeah.
Fnatic don't lose this round.
ropz. Whoa, that's one of the ways to play it. They'll jump up. It's the fear in Ryu. Oh, ropz are just teasing him. And then takes the fight straight up. So FaZe Clan able to turn that one around. I really don't know why I called them Fnatic. Like, there's no, I mean...
Yeah?
Who knows what goes on in your head, Harry?
I don't know.
Not even you.
I wouldn't dare to venture a guess, even.
Fnatic aren't even a team that would really get in playoffs anymore, man. It's just, there's like no reason for them to be here. Well, anyway, good start for FaZe and the boys.
Surely.
And if they did add Crims, that would be kind of cool. Waro gonna hold the line with the scout out in the yard. That's a free bit of damage onto Rain.
Meanwhile, VP taking a bit of a beating over on the B stream. It's not going well for the Virtus Pro gang. Trying to make a comeback on Anubis.
Yeah, they were able to win pistol though in the second half. However, it looks like Volt has just ruined everything for Virtus Pro.
And we'll see. We talked a little bit about this, you know, FaZe delayed smokes or 2 waves of smokes yard. Rain got tagged, and you can see how it already prompts a reaction from the side of Monte. ropz in a position to find some kills, or no, he misses the spray.
Good save though, takes that headshot, and he knows there's a lot more in store. He swings a scout, somehow dodges death, knowing there are 2 radio right now. There can only be 1A. Karrigan, that's why he plays a P250. He is feeling it. Tapping out Gizmy, who's had a bit of a stinker this game. And not even really just by his own accord. There's been a lot of rounds where FaZe have just blasted his head off. Ryu gets that AK, but that's the only celebration Monte have, and even that is unconfirmed. Right below ropz. He's got his eyes on the prize. FaZe up 2-0.
I think also what makes FaZe so consistent is how Karrigan structures the game and the team, right? Like, it's very fundamentally sound, and there's always these smoke combinations in the early mid-round as Demka finds 2 more kills with the MP9. Good damage.
He's dead.
Where, you know, like, you can throw from the same smokes, you can have a couple of different things that you do, right? And you can change that around, you can add things in. That keeps it simple for the players because let's say the round has 2 or 3 parts. Okay, let's do this opening, then we'll do these smokes, and after that, this will be the ending, you know, or he'll call an ending mid-round depending on whether kills happen or not, which enables them to be flexible, but also difficult to read at times. And I feel like that's going to be really important for teams come probably next year even, right? When we talk about there being more tournaments, you're having even less time to practice and refresh your playbook. Like, you're going to have from the get-go, think about that. Like, how are you going to structure your game? I like it when, you know, when teams are aware, okay, this might be a really good play, but what, you know, what are we going to take out to put this in? You can't have 100 plays, right? You can't remember everything. If you don't do something for a long time, people will forget about it.
Yeah, and so, yeah, whereas with FaZe, they almost end up with like a decision tree to get to follow from the util that they use. I like that. And ropz, back in lobby. Gonna fall at the hands of Demka, sure, but the rest of FaZe are all over lower. What do Monte even do here?
Just save the guns. Yeah, a couple of AKs, and play for some exits, right? You can see that they have tier roof and main, so they could just try to restrict exit out of secret. Ideally, you would have someone ramp, just seeing if FaZe wants to push up, but you just want to keep the pressure up on FaZe's economy. That way, when you end up winning a round, you know, you're forcing them to be on pistols.
Yeah, Monte exit those guns out. Moro knows that you have to really run away from this bomb on Nuke. So he's in a great position to jump in at the last second and take another weapon. If he times it right, he might just be able to get a kill and grab a gun, but FaZe are all grouped here, so trade inevitable. There's the headshot. Good damage potential, but nothing converted after the fact. Nice little scream from Harry.
What the fuck?
He was terrified.
That wasn't me.
Was that Yanko? I was okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was full focus.
Caught you off guard.
Don't even know this.
That's when it's close, you know.
Yeah, true. I know a Harry squeal.
You have to be careful, Harry. It's very slippery there on those stairs in secret.
Yeah. All right then, Monte. Back to the drawing board. Now they've got everything they could possibly need. They've got all the util to kind of try and take the pace out of some of these rounds. How do they want to deal with the yard problem? Moro looks to be dispatched. It's the guy to try and reel them in a little bit here.
And this is why FaZe throws 2 waves of smokes, right? Like you could see Krasnal already used his incendiary, but I think also Monte is aware of it. That's why he didn't use his HE. So he can have that for the second wave, and then there's also the flash from Gizmi, who you can see in that box next to CT spawn. But FaZe switches it around. Ooh. It's the wrap smokes.
Oh, Lockers misses though. It's a little wide, hits the curb. Maybe someone can cause a problem here if FaZe try and go any further than main. Gizmi has a nice position. Really need to kill in this one. And he gets it. Any more from the Giz. Flash goes out, they're getting closer. Ryu coming in, Lockers does swing for the kill. 5-on-3, Monte in a great position. FaZe was setting up an upper hit at the same time, but the wind out of their sails now.
It's problematic. If they can't find an entry here, they might even resort to a save.
Oh, I don't know how Carrigan is the one to win that, but Brokey slows him down by mollying off the door. Yeah, that little faith that Carrigan was going to get the opener, I guess. Demka,
he's alone.
Only on top of the heart. Just the one and done. ropz battles through, but here is that immediate wraparound. Brokey, the only guy with HP, donning this orb. Going to get backstabbed by Ryu here. That one's free, and so even though they get out with a bomb plant, it's still Monte on the board early. Round number 4, whether they find their first, and they get out with 3 surviving. Good round from Ryu as he puts up 3.
And we'll see, this is an interesting round for FaZe. Brokey can drop or just buy an AWP again. He does go for the big green. Frozen only on a Deagle for Rain too. So this is strange because you would think a little bit because of the buy, the pistols, they might do something explosive, maybe a faster A split or an A pop. They have those rounds in their playbook, but then Brocky has the op. He's going towards ramp.
Might have anyone to fight there though. Gizmi's already dropped down, and it's a more passive angle out of Ryu, who just drops that smoke in. Long odd angle held from Waro back here on top of the box at spawn.
Also, Rain and Frozen are the two guys who work yard, right? And they're both on the Eagles.
Oh, he sees the nades.
Ooh.
Shot, up he comes, Gizmi, shooting in the middle of the two. He'll only take one. Frozen can't commit. There's a Molotov in the way. Ice does not beat fire, folks. He's cooked. Brokey followed up, and they don't swing. They weren't close enough, but FaZe don't punish that AWP in its downtime. Or he gets to smoke them off. So FaZe stuck in limbo yet again.
Similar sort of vibe to last time, where like they desperately need an opener soon, or else this one's going to go nowhere quickly. Locked out by the Monte hold. Waro just owns the ramp with these long sight lines on the AWP. He's not feeling any sort of pressure yet, is Waro.
Easy.
Even less now. Ugh. Just gonna save on Carrigan.
Yeah, I think this was where probably FaZe could have used the timeout, right? I mean, they sorted it out real quick, but it's a reset round. If it goes wrong, then you're on an eco, right? They're gaining some momentum. I think they should have done it, and maybe that would have helped them realize Carrigan should swap with Rain or Frozen, not because they're the superior players, but just because of the round. Imagine if one of them had an AK, how quickly they could have gotten rid of Gizmi, then they could take control of Secret. Changes the complexion of the round. Then it comes down to just the duel on ramp between Waro and Brocky, and Waro has been a little bit of a test so far on the CT side with his repositioning with the AWP. Also with the scout earlier on in the force buy. So Monte managed to stabilize, force FaZe to play with pistols. Let's see, Carrigan had the P250, now he has the surviving AK. Can he make something happen?
Gonna get past Ryu over at ramp, who's got support. Waro's AWP there, locking it down, and Waro 2K lights them up as they try to get out the ramp room. He's had good rotates here, right? Monte kind of leant heavy over towards the top site, cautious of a up-tempo top site hit in the opener. I think they had total 4 players sort of leaning there, and then Waro immediately drops down when the insta-util doesn't start coming in. He's over towards Hell in time to lend a helping hand to Ryu at ramp. And so this is a very well put together CT side thus far from Monte. Will FaZe be able to offer up any answers? Carrigan, as a result of that save, now rocking the Tech 9, but everyone else at least has rifles here. They don't have a lot of smokes, however. That's all the smokes in the round used out in the yard.
A little bit deep. They're going to slip into main here. This is a bit awkward now. FaZe on a quick upper split. Up the vent. Needs to save the day, but immediately decked by that Galil. Demka hiding in the smoke. He's dropping the bomb. He's got a chance. Trading up, but Frozen spams him through the hut. 4-on-2. It felt like that was the only way to win it for Demka. But Krasnal's also found a gap, and he's dropped the bomb. FaZe looking the wrong way, and he goes back to the lobby for a third. Wow, Krasnal. That's one way to do it, but he's got to finish the job. 1v1, and Rain the unbeatable outside, in the head, and up to 4 rounds. It's Rain.
Whew. Saved them.
Yeah.
That one, you know, Krasnal with a big round coming out of vents, finding good timing to sneak up. 3 kills from him. But Rain, the failsafe from Yard, gets the last 2. I don't know where. It's a little bit weird for Waro, like he was looking towards main, but that's where Krasnal was. You know, Rain is the Yard player, so you expect him maybe to come from somewhere there, but yeah.
Looking very deep.
Patient play from Rain.
I mean, that's a polar opposite word that you'd use to describe this round. From him runs through the red smoke, plays ahead of it. Great damage out of Krasnal. ropz going to reposition up onto the T roof. Holding on for a lobby push out of Monte. I don't know how much damage they've done to these bodies that cross down lower, but Monte do have people down here to try and contain this already. Right, when Gizmy teaming up.
How do you break through this? There's the info coming out, but Rystorm in this close position catches him with nades. He takes an AWP shot, by the way. Brokey shot through his teammate to do that. But Ryu lives to tell the tale. Not for long. Taken out eventually. Gizmy alone in the site. Need that bait from Ramp. He will get Rain swinging out the door, and that's when his teammate comes through the smoke to help out. Great crossfire. Still traded. This back and forth continues into a 2v2 where FaZe say bye. Get back in the vent, but going up.
They want to MB.
Oh, it's a fake.
ropz is coming all the way over towards Ramp after that success he finds in lobby.
Yeah.
They know that Gizmy was here somewhere, only the tag, but he will finish the job. Brokey going to prioritize getting this bomb planted, sets himself up for the 1v2. Miss nade, that could have been everything with Gizmy down low. Instead, Brokey's got to put full faith in his ability to outposition and out-AWP the opponents here. Door swung open, first shot connects, but well played from the Monte squad. They know what they're up against, tight spacing there. They're able to get that trade on Brokey's AWP and deny him the 1v2.
Nice repause from Gizmy as well. He gets 3 kills in the round. Third one was the most important in that 2v2, reading ropz' lurk and even playing inside of the window. Teammate giving the communication on Brokey inside of vent. He didn't fall for that potential fake rotate.
Yeah, bro. Nice! Come on, let's go.
So full eco now for FaZe. Just a few pistols, I imagine. Not full eco, yeah. They get some guns. They get Brokey on a Galil. Still want the option to win the round.
Interesting, still no timeouts, right? Usually this is where Neo comes in with a timeout, calls a have-by, utility heavy, some sort of an execute. They've had a lot of success with those, but deciding against it. Usually you don't need that many timeouts on the CT side, so that's why it's a little bit surprising they haven't gone for it. Gizmy has all the info.
If he committed there, he's still going to allow his team to stack A and ramp appropriately. It will be A with 3 CTs on top. Resmoke at ramp from Waro, playing a nice passive line. FaZe just start running out the huts.
Able to contain Krasnal, sure, but Demka there playing in tandem, and it's a beautiful 2-man setup around the hut. That's all the legwork for them. Monte up in the lead all of a sudden. FaZe wondering how this one's gotten so away from them so quickly.
Yeah, I really like the fact that Gizmy didn't push further. He understands that if it's a buy, it's not a strong buy. More likely it's, you know, an eco with a couple of pistols. There's no need to take any further risk. You got all the information. The teammates are allowed to rotate, and it was a nice, clean round for Monte.
Well, Gizmy this time wants to be stuck in out in the yard again. He's got support from Waro2K, who lands a clean opener on that AWP. They're trying to punish that AWP, but that kind of tunnel visions them. Takes the attention away from Gizmy and then from Krasnal as these double-layered peaks come in out in the yard. It's all left onto ropz. 1v4 with 1:15 left. It might be a lot of sitting and waiting for ropz here, as these rounds are racking up dominantly in Monte's favor. That was a really cool idea out in the yard.
A great timing to change the pace on the CT side, go for the aggressive play yard. And also it's very important to note how aggressive Waro was, right? Like he gets on top of CT blue, gets a kill, re-peaks. You know, he's also tagged, so he understands, okay, I'm baiting for Gizmy here. I need to stay aggressive. As Demka finds ropz, and I think the biggest problem for FaZe in this half is the money. It really is, because you look at from the pistol round, the anti-ecos weren't clean. You know, then you lose the first gun round. After that, your buys are not great. You know, you get a plant in, so you keep buying, but they haven't really had, you know, 4 AKs and an AWP, all nades sort of a buy-in. we're almost done with the first half. That limits your options in terms of what you can call. And you go back the first gun round, what happens? They miss a smoke for windows, right? When they're trying to wrap.
Right, you got to kill off that.
Yep. So it's the details. Every little thing matters. It compounds. And you know, FaZe more than capable of, even with an 8-4 half, winning this on the CT side, but Monte getting a lot of momentum.
Yeah, surprisingly sloppy despite that dominant previous map. Seeing some great A4 spray downs in this half for Monte. Multi-killing FaZe where they stand. Now this pistol explosion, this is a waterfall smoke on main roof. FaZe going to try and set up for another A split again, find that timing to go through these smokes. They throw him on the fly. Pressuring door early. Demka deals with it well. He's even considering this play. And for good reason. In it comes.
Oh, it's very split up thus far on the main push, but well handled by Rain at least.
Dear.
Frozen finds another.
Oh dear.
Waro immediately dinked. He needs help out on the rafters. Ryu tries to alleviate the pressure, and with a bit of help from Gizmi, Monte are able to solve that one right as it was becoming a problem.
Those academy graduations in the 2vx, and they shut down the round. Not really what you could have been saying in that previous map. They were iced out of Vertigo. Impressive game so far from Gizmi and Ryu. Impact when it matters. That was an eco getting out of control. That would have been FaZe breaking into the half looking for 6-6. Instead, Monte win at bare minimum. And let's see if FaZe have something to say about that right at the end. Missed main smoke. Does not make their life any easier. Those little details.
Flash for Frozen.
Oh, it's perfect.
Blinds Waro, but he's ready. Ready for Frozen getting aggressive. Gizmi already down in secret, getting out with the double. Karrigan trying to act like a living decoy. Was hoping to draw the attention away and set up Brokey for a trade, but it never comes through, and so Monte are looking for a runaway CT side here. 8 rounds lie in wait, and it's just ropz left to beat. Last time he was in this position, you saw him saving up on the T roof. Well, he goes there again, but last of the half, so he's got to have some fight left in him here. Monte could be anywhere. He is operating fully in the dark here as ropz. Looking for Demka. Might have this one, but a flick up to the roof, and Demka flies high at the end of that one. 8-4 as Monte have a serious lead after their CT side of Nuke.
Hey everyone, newest episode of the Talking Counter podcast was recorded with guest Elige. That's going to be coming out tonight, so be sure to look for it on YouTube and Spotify at the Talking Counter channels. Roll the clip, baby.
What's going on with your team? One of the biggest things that always strikes me watching you guys from tournament to tournament is like, there's no consistency, maybe not no consistency, but after you, there's like, Grim has his tournament where he's awesome, and then he drops, and then Floppy's up instead, and then he drops, and then Holzerk's up instead, and then sometimes it's JT. Like, what's up with the individual inconsistencies?
They got some emo boys on the team, man.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna chalk it up to. Just emo. Oh, yeah, good point.
I think that the team's a little bit introverted. Like, I think all of us would probably self-describe as introverted.
Floppy's funny.
Yeah, Floppy is funny.
He's a funny.
But he is introverted funny.
Yeah. So I think just probably just more like self-confidence in terms of like I want to like be like the guy. So if we had more of like that vibe, I think that we'd probably see it a little bit more. But no one's really like having that like I am the guy type. You know what I mean? Like that type of like mentality for it. But Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to like think of like the best ways that we can like bring out like the best like in everyone in terms of like getting people like more like setting like everyone up like more for plays a little bit more. So that's been like more at my forefront of like, okay, how can we get like Halzerk more like involved and being more active with his op? Because I've always like thought of Halzerk as like a brokey opper, where he like likes to get into the action. I feel like he's not like his strong suit is not like passive opper like
holding the angle. Yeah.
I feel like he needs to like get into the action, but he's also quieter. So like he's not like thinking
of his own
at
plays.
the forefront of like going like super hard for those plays.
Doesn't he overcook the pooch on some of those plays sometimes? So that would be my biggest criticism. Like, because when he's on a heater, when Halzerk's having one of his games, like 95% of the time it's work. Well, maybe not 95. That's
a lot.
75% of the time
better than
it's
John's
working,
sleep
and then he
score.
goes for that like overplay. So how do you balance that, right? Like in the sense that he might win you around because he's going to go for this peak and it ends up being like a crazy 3K, or he goes for it and he dies and he punches his leg. Like you just have to take the good with the bad.
I think that he's just too hard on himself. That's what I was telling him last night, actually, because we were watching the round where he like whiffed 5 shots in a row, and I'm just like, you're putting so much pressure on yourself, but they can't actually push you right now. So I think that you just need to like feel more like at ease like in these situations and not feel so pressure where it's like, oh, I missed and oh, I missed again, because I feel like he's thinking about that he's like. That he's feeling bad about like him, messing up in these rounds.
Yeah.
So I think that's like his only like main downfall that I think, because I think his mechanics are really good. Like for example, that round where he was in A main and he was like holding the guy crossing into side. I don't know if you remember the round, but like he was on him, and after he missed that shot, he was like, man, I was like so frustrated after I missed that shot. I'm like, dude, if I missed that shot, I'd be like, man, this game sucks. Like I would just blame the game, because to me, if the crosshair's on him, then it's on him. But
Welcome back to the second half of FaZe versus Monte map 2. Winning 8 rounds on the CT side, making it super close. I'm YNK here with Hugo, and it's my pleasure to be here with a sober Harry Russell. He did it for the playoffs, he cleaned it up.
Yeah.
But I have to give a shout out. The episode of the podcast that we did with Elige was super interesting, super cool. He's one of the guys who has a unique perspective on the game and getting better, so I would definitely recommend you guys give it a watch. If you like, if you have free time. If not, that's okay.
Yeah, I like that. But it's certainly a good suggestion. ropz holding on to ramp. Oh, gets bested by Ryu. If Monte can find a pistol here, they're off to the races, man. A third map would be theirs for the taking. A drop down in towards lower out of FaZe, but sent packing by the util. Space getting taken by this Monte squad. Ramp flank is in. Carrigan gets away with a lot of damage, but not a killing blow on a Kraz now. They try to fight over here in the double doors, and Ryu churns up FaZe with a pistol round locked in out of Monte. 3 kills from Ryu, who is ascending to the top of the board at 14-3. This is a scary-looking Monte squad and a slow-looking FaZe here. They might have won the pistol, they might have stuck the landing on the conversions in that first half, but outside of that, they won 1 rifle round.
Nice! Good kills!
And so now that's all they've got to rely on here in this second half of play on their CT side.
And now with the Force, a little bit of a all-in a sense.
Definitely want FaZe to go for this kind of buy, though. These are the ones they can get away with, but it does feel like nothing's working in this map. Oh, it's just one-man lobby. Carrigan makes it very clear his intentions, and look at how passive Monte are on this default. Back a lobby, 3 guys just hanging out.
It's really sick that it's Demka top of the charts like for the Monte squad, but then it's the Academy graduates around him that are doing a great job of holding the fort here for Monte. Must be a pretty sick feeling to show up versus FaZe Clan like this. ropz over at ramp. Won't nade the first man in, but the nade will delete him. Demka even floats around to hold on to this backstab in through lobby, and Gizmi's about to arrive as well. So even as Frozen gets that kill, he's still going to get pincered here from both sides. Never even learns about Gizmi. And brokey, who was like, yeah, no, I just looked flat out unbeatable on Vertigo, has barely done anything here.
It's not clear
on their nuke.
Oh, I lied.
You thought.
I did. But he's not winning this. Casters have never cursed anything. 1v2, Gizmi's on the angle. For how long? He is open, susceptible to main, but that position given away. Rocky gets a spot, Gizmi drops off. Making 3-2-1 swing together. Monte deal with FaZe's force buy, and Gizmi takes that top performing mantle for his team. 10-4. Was not expecting this on FaZe's best map.
And it feels like there's, you know, a little degree of complacency maybe from FaZe after how that map 1 went, and a dominant win, especially on the CT side. You know, in the first half, we were talking about maybe an earlier timeout would have helped. I think they just sort of expected to win this map no matter what. You know, it's Nuke, they're so good on it, there's a lot of confidence, but Monte stepped up, man. Their players individually, they had some good reads, and they just keep rolling with it. We've seen crazier comebacks today, though.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. This one, it just feels a bit cooked.
It's
like
flat.
you can see it in the fights that FaZe are taking.
I mean, Rain's got 4 kills, 14 deaths, but I just think about the 1v2 and I'm like, feels like he's done better than the numbers. 2 seemingly high impact kills, but in the very few rounds that FaZe have to show for themselves, Monte have absolutely come to perform on Nuke. Not expecting this, but they don't care what FaZe planned for. Frozen 2 deagles to the face, and it is not enough. It will not be enough unless Carrigan can clutch up.
Captain Denmark
The reset is really
versus
quick.
Demka.
Oh god, Demka's
Oh,
cooked.
the repositioning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Oh,
It's
he's
done.
done. It's done.
Okay. All right, that's out of nowhere. On the eco, no less.
I mean, dude, it was a great bit of interplay between Frozen and ropz that enables that. Like, they hear the flash go off into heaven earlier on to try and get Gizmi in this position, so Frozen was ready for it.
Yeah, the role play was great, whatever you're waffling about. But what would Captain Denmark have on its shield? Ooh. A pulse?
Maybe, or like the mermaid, because of... Is it
Hans Christian Andersen?
Not related to Carrigan. Or maybe he is.
Is that like Danish for mermaid?
No, it's just I did. Oh, all right, hang on. FaZe have woken up. FaZe have woken up.
We'll let you off.
Rain. Clean opener. Look, I have to cast around, guys. I can't just
Krasnal will be happy about that
the whole
because he
time.
has a Glock and armor.
Oh, it's a little ugly. Frozen tries his turn. There's Brokey dead over at spawn. Just Krasnal left standing. 1v3. Clutch of the ages, perhaps. Let's see. Nope, dead instantly. Frozen puts a stop to him as he breaks even out in the yard. 13-13 at FaZe. A 6th round locked in, and now just pistols for Monte. These games close up quick.
How do you stop, Yanko, when you're in this position? You know, we look at this. Monte, they're not favorite. They're huge underdog. FaZe now, momentum winning, swinging round with the eco win and with a dominant gun round, putting Monte on pistols. How do you not play not to lose? How do you keep on doing what you've been doing when you feel like this game is actually tighter than maybe the scoreline suggests?
I think you just follow your game plan, right? Like whatever it is that you decided to do, you just stick to it. Whether that's playing slow or playing aggressive, doesn't really matter. Just it's important that the players have faith in it and that they're playing with resolve. You know, that people don't start playing scared, that you don't have this thing where now it's in the back of their heads, oh, that was it. Like that, you know, now it's gonna happen. We lost to an eco. Now look, Brokey is pushing us. You know, he's doing all this. You can't let that get into your head. Yeah, they're doing that. You're on Glocks or whatever, who cares, right? Like, it's about focusing on what do you think will win your rounds and how do you win this game. Obviously, something that you need to take into account is, okay, are they really disrespecting us? Because that means how are they going to be playing on the CT side? They're going to be going for aggressive plays. They're going to be over-rotating, right? So how do we use that against them? We are more disciplined in our default. Maybe we use a little bit more utility to make sure they're not playing close yard, right? And also your anchors on T side have to be on point. The lobby player has to be on point. He can't afford to just get cleared and die. You know, whatever it is that you're doing. And then you have to be, you know, you have to have poise as well. If you get into a 4v3 or something and then they stack a bomb site, you know, you can't just allow yourself to walk into their stack. You have to really be focused in these situations.
All right, here we go, Monte. Can they stop this before it's a problem? FaZe on their home pick. After a pretty horrible T side, have set themselves up to come back into this map and 2-0 this series. Monte have already exceeded expectations, but can they complete on Nuke? Upper exec, we got a delayed yard hit with 3 players at red. Rain's got to be careful.
Rain knows he has someone trapped at red. He saw them cross to this earlier on as the smokes had already faded. Lands a tag. Broky's been sitting down here for what feels like an eternity. And yeah, that kill was the bomb getting away from Monte. Even just the info of the spot. You've got the bomb now trapped down in secret. Rain can't quite keep it locked in there. ropz' turn to try and take up arms outside. Morrow dead as he walks out into the ropz crosshair, and so now it is just Ryu left standing. That's a clean one. Oh, and the double up! Wheels are moving now. He knows that ropz was over at the spawn, and that nade has only confirmed this fact. Ryu low on health, and ropz looking away! Ryu comes up big in the clutch!
That's a huge round to win for Monte. Out of absolutely nowhere, FaZe try and face him together in main. He picks Broky right up that vent, and even ropz, rare miss while he's throwing utility, giving away his position, and not considering that Ryu's playing the long game for the fight.
I mean, he got caught completely off guard. That doesn't really happen to ropz all that often, so what a massive round from Ryu. 8 HP in the 1v1 and delivers the round.
Oh, and he saw him as well. Broky spotting the boost up on that very audaciously wide angle.
I think that last round was actually pretty well thought out by Monte. You know, using the A fake to sneak 3 players outside, but it was just that one detail that Rain saw one of the players that kept him in position, and this round doesn't get any easier for Monte as Broky and Rain lock down yard.
There is 2 guys at the top of the scoreboard, but they're saving.
Gonna be hard to win it from T-spawn, but maybe they can.
Nice one, Harry. Yeah. Thank you for your contribution. You having the chills yet?
Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm cold. My temperature's changing. No, bro, this is. I mean, it's closing up again. FaZe right back to it, and far cleaner this time around. Getting out with 5 alive at this point in the game is huge. It means that they still have a fighting chance to pull this one back. Still coming through the aggression out in the yard, but
guys, listen, please. First guy who have just say the name. Stop complaining, please.
Ooh. Oh, that's some of the worst hill I've seen in a couple of days.
Like, I mean, it's just
it is at each other. It's at each other.
I know, but
what do you think?
Honestly, Krasnal's right. It's like, what's the point of you complaining? Like, you're the one who you could just ask for whatever. It doesn't even matter who's right, who's wrong. It's like the round is. Oh, I mean, you're dead now.
Yeah.
What's that going to? How is that going to improve your chances of winning? Right. I think the easiest way to think about, like, while you're in a game is, what's the best, move or play that I can do to help my team win the round, right? And when you're dead, it's also what's the best thing I can do to help my team win the round. Maybe it's just be quiet. Maybe it's help with comms. It's definitely not complaining about what the hell just happened.
I like the just say the name, because if that's all way, I'll come back to that. Actually, no, we got time.
He's pissed now. He's going for the peaks.
Saying say the name, it's like the diffusion of responsibility. When someone makes a call and doesn't say, okay, Yanko, you do this, Harry, you do this. You just say, all right, I need 2 smokes outside, I need this, that, the other. There is like a diffusion of responsibility where maybe you don't feel like you have to do that play, or oh, someone else will do it. But in reality, I'm also, you know, presuming that's what he's talking about. In reality, like actually saying Yanko do X, Harry do Y.
Well, also
that's
when you
far
have
more effective to get what you want.
Younger players, right? Like they're not going to be as maybe prone to saying, okay, I'll boost you, or you know, you have to tell them that, hey, Gizmi, I need you to boost me, and the other guys will know what to do, and so on. And now they're in a terrible situation. I mean, behind the saved guns, they decide to force.
Broky's in trouble, though, because he's low, and they're going to run him down. Can he jump out? He can. He stays around for more team kill, but they still get the double entry. It comes at a cost. Maybe it was worth it.
President's barreled straight down through the vents. Is already down here at lower. His teammate's still a ways out, but right now there's a 3v2 open at FaZe down in this lower site. Waro is holding on to ramp, and I think that one might be a bit of a freebie as Rain is not at all ready for it. Oh, but a missed shot from Waro 2K. Rain was given time to adjust. And so now the man advantage resides with FaZe Clan. Demka and Ryu have got to go big here. Ryu,
God.
another 1v3, surely not.
Help your
Surely he can't do this again. Ryu just one short of the clutch.
Oh no. LMBT looking how they feel.
I feel for you, my brother, LMBT.
Oh God, yeah, they're winning, but it doesn't feel like it anymore after these couple of rounds. Waro with the missed shot, Yanko, what about that?
Yeah,
here, right here. Boom.
No. That was the one. He gets that kill, round secured, I feel like.
Oh,
and you know, there's the complaining, the frustration,
now you
all
missed
of this, now you missed it. You look at your teammate, he is face palming from what he just witnessed.
After he killed his own teammate. So no one's happy about that round on Monte. There was an opportunity.
And, you know, this is kind of I mean, this is a tough situation, right? Because when you have this happening with the comms and the frustration, you know, how do you snap out of it? And here you call a timeout, you probably call something for the players. Like, hey, but let's just do this round. And you're hoping it works, and maybe take a timeout, you know, because this is a half buy. And then for the full buy as well, you sort of eliminate that from the equation where they can snide at each other, and you just give the call to them, say, hey, this is what I want you to do, and then hopefully it works, and then they start being normal again. Hopefully. Although you never know, Harry.
No. He's tried to defuse the situation. Let's see. Util ready to go for this top site here. They've thrown the outside fake smokes.
Oh, FaZe are close.
FaZe scrambling more players up into heaven right now, but the hit doesn't come immediately from Monte. They're held back by the Util for now. Carrigan locks in 2 kills over at the hut. On a tear is Carrigan.
Go on.
He sends the pistols packing, gonna get out with 3, and that puts a stop to this top site rush from Monte into ramp instead.
And into
changing on the fly, Brokey's orb. A missed shot to open. Pistol pull, Demka chasing him down, but he can't get past the USP of Brokey. And that leaves just Waro. 1v4.
FaZe are not overstepping. They don't chase down that ramp flank. ropz plays to contain, and contain he shall. FaZe are feeling this one after winning that full eco round. They've been on a bit of a streak. 3 rounds broken by 1, then another 3. That Ryu 1v3 clutch did not break FaZe's mental, but Monte's is under the microscope.
Another great round from Captain Denmark. And yeah, here's one more timeout from Monte. What would be his, like...
Shield?
No, his quote, you know, like when he goes into battle, what would he yell, Captain Denmark?
Aye, klar.
Yeah, that's the only Danish that we know, and I don't think that's right, by the way. I asked Danes when we were there, and they said we're saying it all wrong.
Yeah, probably. I can't speak that language.
I also know, like, you could say, like, cooling is chicken, so he could scream that.
Chicken!
Like, chicken!
Cooling! For the cooling! Yeah, that would sound like you're going into battle for, you know, water coolers. That's not very intimidating, is it, Harry?
I know.
Just keep brainstorming.
Yeah. All right, Brokey.
Oh. Gonna get out, they're chasing him. The top garage as well. Ray's trying to cover rafters, or silo rather, but they are crossing multiple players out behind Red on the break. No one's seen anything right now. Monte have every player outside. Ray needs to get this kill, but he whiffs his shot. Ryu is on a heater right now. He is sick. 23-9. It can't be all in vain. Monte need this 5v4 conversion.
Been a good bit of damage done. Warrow dead out in the yard. They're going to go right into Brokey's AWP, and this time he doesn't miss. Second shot that Brokey fires in the round will connect. Brokey trapped down in the vents. They're trying so hard to bait this shot out of him. Brokey will get away with a second before that trade can come through. They at least contain that AWP well. It's down to 2 for Monte. Krasnal and Demka have got to do it, or else FaZe tie this game up after a great first half put forward from Monte and a pistol win to open up the second.
Yeah, what an excellent position for Frozen as well to actually get tucked in dark. He doesn't even need to play. There are almost no safe plants available to Monte. They have to go backside.
This was 10-4 in Monte's favor. And if we don't get a 2v3 out of them now, it ties up at 11-all.
Frozen's just poised to win the round right now. This is ramp play base for him even better. Bomb makes it in, ropz just commits, and Frozen's there to stick the knife in the side. That's FaZe on 11. They match up with Monte, and no money for the Monte gang. What an admirable map from them that could be all washed away at the bitter end.
And this is all the while Ryu having a stellar game for the Monte squad, man. Top in the charts, 23-10. Gives me and Demka right in there behind him.
Oh.
Partial investment now. Bit of util that they had goes out towards the yard. Rain, they get bested here to open up that last round. This time he's got some support. Rain's overran again, but Frozen immediately returns it to a 4v4.
He's taking Ram, so it's a rifle outside, but Monte don't care. They just speed up towards B. That smoke bounces weirdly. They can cross in or through into Frozen, who just chews through a double. Dear, oh dear. Monte realized they had to play with pace, but right into Frozen's waiting arms. 2v4 now, and it just feels too good to be true. FaZe all the way back from 10-4 down. Look to lock in a match point. Oof.
Oh, every little thing is just going so wrong, man. The vibes don't feel immaculate for Monte. FaZe, they've been determined ever since they came into this second half. They came in with a huge deficit, but they've closed that gap. And Monte have kind of crumbled under the pressure.
Got to give this a go, right? Saving a little bit of money, so something to play for here. That entry will provide a path in. But Brokey, quick as you like, is already rotated off of the ramp, and he hits his shot. Takes a dink, doesn't matter. 1v3 for Warrow 2K.
This is it. This is where he's got to try and earn it all back. Warrow in the clutch. 1v3. They are all around him. Double doors are open. Ramp's been conceded. Warrow holds on for the first. Gets shot out of Brokey, but he chases him down with the pistol. And so it's FaZe on match and series point now. 1 round away from stealing this game back over. Monte denying that third map and progressing through the playoffs, overcoming their first foe. From 10-4 down, they're the ones to reach 12 first.
And we call it Murder Row this side of the bracket. FaZe into Na'Vi, into Vitality. I mean, this is a murder to begin from FaZe to pull this game back. Cold-blooded killers.
There are some extenuating circumstances, though. Some self-inflicted wounds by Monte. Bickering. Never a good sign.
It's never good to have that as well while you're winning. They were winning at that point in the game, and it's like, oh, you know, let's try and keep it together for these few more rounds. It's fine. Like then we can yell at each other. It's all good. Back to this yard control. They've often had openers here, but this time they only cross with one. Gizmy makes it down.
Ramp crunch. ropz knows with the player down. But this is the likely option. He's got no support. Frozen's in lower. Broky's nowhere to be seen. And ropz takes a shot to the head. Monte trying to make us enter overtime. Can Frozen stop that fact?
Kill from Rain in the meantime. Levels the playing field, but Frozen is now the focal point. He's got teammates in rotation, but he can't stay alive long enough. Carrigan out on an island is backstabbed. So it's going to fall to Brokey on this AWP, playing through the extremities of the smoke. He's tagged up, he's finished off. Rain is now the sole survivor of FaZe, trying to clutch up in the 1v4. First shot connects cleanly for Rain, but now they know where he is. They've got him boxed in over at ramp. Monte, overtime is right there, and Ryu walks them into it. 2 kills from the guy, Gizmy stepping up, and it is that kind of power trio of Gizmy, Ryu, and Demka that offer up all the kills to get OT locked in.
Can Monte just wipe the sweat off their brow and reset now into overtime? It's a different game. It's a new opportunity. 4 rounds out of 6. That is the rule. But FaZe, this is still their kingdom on Nuke.
Awkward damage, that nade. And then Frozen spams him out. Because able to trade at least. Ryu snuck past on by ropz. Over in radio in this one. Starts to get a little bit wacky for Monte. Lots of early pushing and prodding from FaZe Clan.
Can't believe ropz sold that to Ryu.
Oh, Carrigan, they're out underneath him. Goes unchecked, has to flick down. Gets out with one, deals with the main player. With Brokey in heaven, he keeps the pressure applied. Demka, now the one who's got a clutch. Brokey tries to play through the Molotov, and that gives up the first kill. Demka's way to the 1v3. We need the ace clutch here. Molly's burnt him out into the open. 4 bullets left in the AK.
Brokey, that's falling buddy.
And so, FaZe are having fun with it at least. As they deny that clutch the way of Demka. It's one last timeout for Monte.
Also tough game for Kraz now. I mean, he had that 3K in a round they didn't win. The Rain 1v2 in the end, and just 8 kills total. A little bit more output from him would go a long way to helping Monte take this into a 3rd map. LMBT uses his 1 timeout in OT. ropz with that just pushed through the smoke without anything. Didn't have any backup either, I don't think. But that's what great players do. Harry, they step up in playoffs when the team needs it the most.
I mean, as we've gotten deeper into the OTs, Brokey's taking more and more risks.
Look at him go.
This round he loses Rain. Gizmy, cool head on his shoulders. And the rest of Monte have gotten out into the top site here. FaZe was so bogged down in these fights out in the yard. They've completely forgotten to protect this A side of the map. Carrigan walking out, getting away with 1, feels mad there.
How?
Poor Krasnol.
Oh? What?
Getting that free damage.
Oh my god, Frozen just picked up Gizmy out in the yard.
Oh, he blocked it, but not enough. He's got to go through the Molotov. He's got them full blind. Right, we've got to work it out. He's flashed from spawn. Frozen's not being quiet about this. He smokes himself. This round is an absolute clown car with players appearing from everywhere. Ryu, top performer. He's Frozen, one and the same. Good grenade. This should be Ryu's every single day.
I mean, this is a real test of your metal if you're Ryu. He's had a fantastic game. This round matters so much to Monte, and he's going to lock it in. Takes it home for him. 13 all. Ryu delivers. As everyone else is picked off one by one around him, he's there left standing at the end of that round. Monte, a tie game.
I know Brokey does some crazy stuff. I actually like the climb over red. It gave him an option over the smoke, but then to drop off Yanko and go running for the kill through the smoke with the sound cues, that just felt like madness to me.
Just Brokey.
Just Brokey.
You know, you love him, you hate him.
Yeah.
He's gonna do his thing.
Damn right, every single day. Poor Krasnal, bro, getting killed on that plant. At least Ryu wins the round. Gizmi makes it down again. This time, no info for FaZe. And this time, an upper setup. Monte crunch ramp. When they had Gizmi in this position previously, it was the 12-11 round that they won. Gonna go again. Gizmi in no hurry, can turn around. Broky's already dropped B because of the possibility. But it's just that, no guarantee here for Broky.
I mean, both squads fielded 2/3 of their rounds on the CT side. So if you're Monte here and you're able to walk away with it, 2-round T side and OT, you would feel so content with that. Just whether or not they can. They still have Gizmi down towards Secret while the rest of Monte wait back in the lobby. Juggling some of this util, trying to get it up to...
Krasnal's done with this game, or with this map at the very least.
Oh, the push is dangerous and he'll get punished.
Works
30
out.
seconds.
Oh, Waro now getting involved. Brokey gonna try some mad shit up through the vents.
Yeah.
They line up for Frozen, but it's just the one and done. Brokey combat opening Nate himself. And so now ropz gonna deliver. Oh, denied. Waro 2K picks up 3. And truly, one of the rounds was played there. 14-13.
Brokey,
2 in a row for Monte.
I think Brokey could have killed everyone there if he didn't throw the goddamn nade.
He's his own worst enemy, Hugo.
Does feel like that these last couple of rounds. Check
What
this
a
shit.
sequence.
Boom. Oh, a slam dunk. Beautiful nade. Touchdown. And now FaZe. Well, their T-side was horrible, right? But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, they can get this done. At least take it to a double OT. I think it's just important for them to be patient.
Is that Frozen or is that Twists? Quick main drop comes in. Again, the missed smoke for FaZe.
Oh, I don't love that. It's also one that they don't even know about till he goes through. Oh, cleanly done for ropz.
Good.
Krasnal, of course, receiving end of that. Gizmi does spot them, make it through. That gap at main comes back to haunt them, but he's burning alive. Gets out at 3 HP. Oh, never mind.
What? Wait,
Waro doesn't even know where he's getting shot from. That's ropz up on top of the silo. He's got him pinned in, but Waro will win that fight out in the head-to-head. Smoke dropped for Waro 2K. They're all around him. They're going to go hunting for this AWP. Going to go looking for Waro 2K out in the yard. If he can get out with one more, that would have been a blessing. But Carrigan, backstab on the smoke walk. It's left to Ryu and Demka, the 2 players topping the charts for Monte, have to withstand this 2v3.
But they're positionally a little cooked here. It's really all on Ryu with Demka down below, and FaZe can boost up in the heaven. They have enough time to. Bomb is even following with 3 players heaven side. They could just drop back site. It doesn't even feel like Ryu's too much of a threat right now, considering main, which feels like the safer option. Demku's coming back up from lower, but he's not going to be able to stop the inevitable. Brokey taking a swing and a tag onto Ryu. The fact that Brokey's committing to this as well. They find Demka rotating in, and the molly is enough to put FaZe on 14, matching with Monte. We need one team with 2 rounds in a row now to close this map. What a game. Oof. On a jiggle.
That was
on
the
a jiggle.
opener, yeah.
Nades out. My
Can't
guy.
catch a break this game, Krasnal.
Also, dude, Carrigan had some heads-up moments there, right? To walk through the smoke on Waro out in the yard. Like, if Waro even gets out with 1 kill, that kind of serves to complicate the round enough.
Carrigan's also like letting his team trade him there. He knows if I walk through and die, they're ready to go. Like Carrigan will get his team set up, then he'll make his play.
Oh,
Gizmi pushing outside, but he may be stuck red. They can't punish him. That nade allows him to leave. ropz swapping positions. This could get weird. ropz has found the gap. But does he know it exists? There's a player in the door smoke. Demka denies ropz any further. 3 on 4 now.
Carrigan walking up close to main. He would have a freebie right now. Demka's right there, but his attention's pulled back to Gizmi in the spawn. And so Monte looking to lock in 15, at least the guarantee of double overtime, maybe even more. Demka now making moves out through the yard. Well, Frozen and Brokey set their sights on a top site hit. Brokey's been spotted in the doors. And he's not going to get a second chance at that fight.
They know it's coming.
There's a player ready to re-swing from heaven. And the longer this takes, the more this flank from Demka can play into the round. But he fires off too soon. So now they know about the player wrapping in through lobby. Brokey goes looking for it. Bomb tries to drop down through the vents, but now it falls at the feet of Gizmi. Brokey's been waiting to do crazy shit all game long. This 1v3 would have to be exactly that, but he's run through. Demka and Gizmi keep it going for Monte.
One more map, say Monte, and they might get us there. One more round, and the mental to stay in this map with the way that FaZe pulled it back. Let's see if Monte have truly got it in them.
But that was just an incredible play from ropz as well, you know, understanding the timing. The previous smoke didn't clear yet, they're re-smoking, he knows he has cover for just enough time. Only finds one kill though. You see now a bit more pace from Rain in yard. Oof.
And the rest of FaZe looking like they just want to explode out upper. Krasnal burnt alive, back of the site, but Demka continues to put up numbers in defense of the yard. Even more from Demka, and it's just Frozen left standing. Oro 2K. The immovable Demka are the ones to beat, and he gets impatient, charging through the smoke. 4 kills in the last round of Nuke. Demka gets Monte that third map they were looking for. The score's settled on Mirage.
On the rotate, he had some
the one on yard.
Moments. Yeah, absolutely. The one on yard, when, as you call it out, you trick ropz.
Yeah.
Like, who can say they've tricked ropz in a 1v1? But ain't no tricking Rain when you walk into his crosshair when he's on the A side of Mirage.
Yeah, not a bad opener here. Monte looking for a reply as they left a man down after this early skirmish for the ramp control. Rain dancing down from behind the boxes, has Brokey up at the front as well, and ropz still waiting up there towards Palace. This is a gnarly triple set up to try and get through. ropz even taking some liberties as he goes exploring. Clean shot onto Krasnal, whose bad time carries over from Nuke straight into the pistol round here. They do at least run down Brokey. Demka finds himself another one. ropz dead up in the apartments. There's been a lot of time lent to Frozen on this backstab,
Spotted.
but he fires off too soon.
How did this flash catch Frozen in T-spawn?
So now it's just Demka. Oh, he's going to try and finesse this.
Did they know he's got the bomb? They must suspect. Oh yeah, have to break it.
To make noise, that brings back the player from CT. But with Rain dead, open runway into this B site, Frozen arrives over towards the short side. He's deeper than Demka should be ready for. And as he gets off the bomb, Frozen nails the shot. And so FaZe will pull up with a pistol round locked in.
Who cares? The T's planted. You know, that feels like the meta nowadays. As long as you plant the bomb on the T side, you're happy. Especially considering how the round started for Monte. FaZe had all the advantages.
Yeah, we didn't quite catch how Demka disposed of ropz. I had a feeling that ropz was baited by his entire team. He was such a golden position, and he got found immediately as part of the kills that established a 2v2. Not exactly sure how that panned out. But yeah, suddenly Monte had a way in.
And Gizmi with the AK Kevlar, no head armor, instead of going for the Galil. That's brave.
It's all about the firepower.
Oh, Brokey just watched ropz fighting for this mid control. Goes swinging out after the fact. Brokey says, ropz, watch this. I'll show you how it's done. Oh, that is a cleanup.
Please tell me we have how Carrigan killed Krasnal, because he might have, if he killed him jumping with the MP9, headshot to the edge of the smoke. Krasnal might just quit this game.
Have a look.
Okay, he was on balcony. Okay,
everything is okay.
He was jumping, he was moving on the radar. I'm like, there's no way.
That would have been the end. He would have walked out of the studio.
Shout out to the EVS guys one time. Since Chef can't catch anything, apparently. Oh, caught this one, though.
Yeah. Waro boosted up. Throwing into that early mid fight. A hero AK.
Ooh.
Gizmi being the gimp in this round, throwing him that AK.
Timing is strong.
Ooh.
Never mind.
Waro on a heater. 2 quick kills in the round off of this rifle so far. Rain does at least get away with 1 and lives to tell the tale. That's going to buy a bit of time for Frozen to move around the map. And Garrigan also taking up B short, or B lower rather.
Underground.
Yeah, underground.
It's all right. Same part of the map.
Yeah, roughly speaking.
Around the same bomb site.
And so now he's going to at least call, okay, the extremities over here at B are clear. So that facilitates this 2-man A-lean.
The relationship is repaired. Voro dropped the AK over to Krasnal.
Wow.
And now Krasnal's going to find 2 kills, Harry.
Right.
And Monte's going to get on the board. The power of friendship.
That's what it's all about. There's nothing stronger. Rain, oh my god.
That war is mad.
So clean. 2 kills in the round for old mate Rain. Can he find any more? Frozen still lies in wait over here at jungle. Krasnal dead crossing. Demka's got to do this alone, and he can't get past Rain, not in this form. 3 kills from the Rain man of FaZe Clan.
That's the last AK he ever gets. No more job for you.
Maybe just give
Use
up
that
on
one
him.
card.
Just give up on your friend, you know. Don't try to pick him up. Just
the power's friendship.
Leave the baggage behind. Dead weight, of course.
It's like when a bear is chasing you.
You just have to be faster than your friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't shoot the bear. Shoot whoever's
Oh my god, that's so...
Nice to know that about you, Matthew.
But listen, you and I, we should never go into the woods, because, you know, I'm not going to die.
That sounds...
Because of so many reasons.
Yeah, threatening for multiple reasons. Bloody hell.
That only being one of them.
Oh, lordy.
So 4 smokes early on from Monte, really simulating that mid-control. Also, they wanted to pop A behind it, but the smoke from the CTs cancels the call, and now they're just left with a smoke, 3 mollies, 2 flashes. So not a great deal of utility, and they're going back to mid. Rocky has the op, but he's just posted up towards market, holding the B apps. So we'll see a bit more of a passive setup from FaZe.
This is the most passive Brokey's been all night. Without a shadow of a doubt. He's been doing some wild stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's who he is, right? He is wild.
Yeah, he's usually more active, but change of pace every now and then.
Crossing the smoke in connector, but Frozen is in a decent position to see it coming. We see Rain trying to take the aggro, and now Frozen activates. First spot, silencer, just brushes aside. Can't connect the kill, and Roar is here to strike, leaving Rain alone. With grenade as well. The work from Monte is paying off in dividends.
Awkward now with that smoke down over at CT. Carrigan does alleviate some of the pressure here with that kill. Boost up as well. ropz throwing over. In the meantime, Demka's on a big old flank all the way through B. And at this point in the round, you'd have no idea he's here. They also don't have control of the murder hole. They're trapped on the other side of it. So without a kill to invite FaZe Clan back into this retake, they're kind of out of position. And even if they get enticed to go for it, they're not going to learn about Demka till it's too late. Fires off and deals with Carrigan, and with Rain dead moving in through the spawn, it's just ropz left standing, and not for long. Krasnal in with a double kill, and that's how Monte get their first up on the board.
A great adjustment as well for Monte. We started with the 4 smokes being used almost for nothing. They couldn't really convert into the direct A contact play they wanted to, but they just hightail back to middle, take the space that they had been granted with the smoke utility, and have that slow walk-up connector. I think Frozen made a meal of it a little bit with the silencer. He had at least 1 kill dead to right, gave away his position, got found immediately by Roar, and the whole setup came down crumbling.
That's weird. It's one of those rounds where if you're FaZe, you don't want to give it to them and just go and save, but also it's a tough situation to retake, and they end up losing everyone. See, this buy is atrocious. They tried to fight for mid early. Carrigan dead already.
That was the M4 as well.
Could they recover it? No, he was actually too short. That's over. That they're not putting their hands on that one.
They could try and boost into the ladder room.
Human cord or something.
Yeah.
Like holding each other's hand, dangling around from maybe window, trying to grab it.
The conga line.
Just the all-in gamble over towards B. Monte look like they're curious about this B site. The bomb's gonna join up with them over in the apartments. They might play right into FaZe's hands here.
This is dangerous.
4 players to get through. FaMAS takes first contact. They spot Frozen over at the back of bench.
Still the cat player, so...
Yeah, exactly. It's not a huge tell.
Waro getting involved, that AWP strikes. They see ropz, Frozen still putting up numbers. And with a bit of help, Brokey goes on a tear with that 5-7. Oh no, Demka, 20 seconds to try and make a difference. And Brokey's even leapt around short to grab that AWP, which is utter madness. There's no way back into this for Demka with that smoke going down. And so FaZe do it on a low buy. 5-7s, the M4 got dropped immediately. It was Frozen with a FaMAS from the back of bench. And alongside him, Brokey, that make that round happen.
This is the problem, Harry. You know, Hugo asked on map 1, how do you play not to lose and play to win? And I mentioned, you know, in these 5v4s, 4v3s, you need to be careful to not walk into a stack. And the B bomb site is just, can be lethal. If you end up walking into a stack, you know, I feel like Demka maybe could have gotten through the smoke connector just to scout. If he has contact, then you just speed up B. Like, you can go into a 4-man A stack and still win the round on the T side. But on B, Frozen hit a couple of really strong shots with the FaMAS.
He won them the round, like 2.8 kills. He even got the headshot at the end.
FaMAS MVP.
What an absolute god. Here's a quick peekaboo from connector. Put on notice, and Kerrigan's going to try to close the gap. He's got the MK on the other side of the smoke. Unbeknownst to him, of course, it's going to be a battle of the fade. And the rest of the gang is gathering up for Monte. Kerrigan is in for a big surprise.
Demka is staring into this smoke. Surely Kerrigan doesn't get one. Gets a dink off, but Demka's going to be the guy to win that fight. Brokey blinded by the flashes. Has to hold this line with the AWP. He's got support from Frozen. I mean, this was the duo that won FaZe that last round over towards this side of the map. Let's see if they can do it again. Brokey's clean with it. Now rotates arriving. Rain cut down as he tries to move in through market, but Frozen and Brokey, this unbreakable B-side bond, looks to hold on. This shot from Brokey's AWP, and so now he's got to deliver all alone. This was looking great for FaZe, but Monte have ground their way back into it. Small margins for Brokey here over at short. There's a player in the site. One man up in the apartments, and the spam connects for Gizmi. Monte are able to battle through this FaZe clan. B lean. 3 players there, but they get through it.
Yeah, FaZe had a right setup, even though Kerrigan gets found immediately. But you could see almost the fear in the eyes of Monte once they heard Brokey's AWP the first time around. And it took them a few seconds to just consider, okay, what options do we have? What util do we have? They used the flash to leap through. One guy obviously dies in the cross, but then I think Frozen didn't really necessarily need to go for that other fight. He had already done the job, at least most of it. And they allow Monte back in. This was a very, very hard round to win.
It's also strange for ropz to stick to that fight with the AWP in abs instead of just cross and get to the side.
Oh, just the one and done for Brokey. Monte walking into another stack here. ropz' Deagle delivers another. Frozen underneath Palace. They should know about him. Still gets out with the first. It's all eyes on Kerrigan in this 1v2. And they're watching those smokes. Monte battle through another lean here. 4 players this time over towards the A site. And they get out with the round. Gap is now closing on this lead that FaZe Clan once held. As it's an eco coming up.
A table smash from Kerrigan at the end there. Not really sure what the frustration is about. I mean, he was in a tough position this time around, whether it's, you know, maybe being dissatisfied with how his teammates played that round because he had the correct read with the stack.
wait, hold on a minute.
This is USPs and P250s. They're not meant to win this one. They know they've got Ryu trapped. They know they've got him stuck in behind the boxes. 1 HP as Brokey finds him. It's just Waro 2K versus Brokey. Brokey swung it wide out in the top mid. Waro knows where he is. That swap out of the AK nearly comes back to haunt him. 1v1 for the Eco Round win, and Waro is so low. He's so injured. And the bomb is still controlled by Brokey. This is not how FaZe expected to build back into the game. But it is how they find that lead. They'll hold on to it 5-3 as with 1 P250 and a flashbang, they repel the Monte mid take.
You know, I've figured it out, Harry. I figured it out why you've mistaken them with Fnatic. Because in the early days of CSGO, we had NIP and NIP Magic in the 87-0. They just couldn't lose, you know? Then Fnatic comes around with their era, and it's the Fnatic bullshit that replaces NIP Magic, and now we're seeing some of that FaZe bullshit as well. Just one flash, and Brokey called it. You heard it in the, you know, when this Kerrigan is getting a little bit frustrated. Brokey says, I'll just buy a flash for mid, you know, let's just try and go mid, and they find kills very early, catch great timing on Monte, and this feels like a lifesaver for FaZe.
Yeah, I think there was a beginning of a momentum that was established by Monte from the 3v4 they turn around on the B side, then the frustrating clutch from Kerrigan we saw, and now this changes everything. FaZe have basically, the last 2 rounds that FaZe won was the heroic play of the FAMAS from Frozen, backbench, and now that full, almost full Eco Round 1.
And we saw this happen to Monte on Nuke as well. It wasn't, they didn't lose the anti-force buy, they lost the anti-eco right after.
Now, how do you bounce back from that? For a team that we know can be prone to tilt, we've even had some peek behind the curtains with some of the worst exchange on last map, and this is definitely a tilter they just went through. So you gotta stick to your protocols, hope the Counter-Strike does the talk, gets you back on top. Whole lot of util being used, just to actually 5-man mid-map control. That's extremely committed. It worked once. They know they were able to just walk through that smoke and connector and find a gap onto jungle, but this time ropz' position might pay off. As I believe VP is screaming around, who knows?
As VP wins their game.
ropz
against Gamer Legion.
He must be aware. He must have an inkling that this could happen. He knows the timing. He peeks and gets curious, finds Waro, but Krasnal is undetected. All he sees in it, that's not enough. Good trade. Space taken away from the CT. Now they have to react. They have to adapt, Harry.
Well, like Monte, we're going to go for the B-Rap here, but they've decided against it with Krasnal up in the window room. Noise made on this rotate out of the bomb, and Frozen hears all of that. He catches Krasnal for free. They know where this bomb was going, and they catch it moving up through connector. Gives me now very low, gonna get finished off. That's the bomb away from Monte, and Brokey will finish it off with a 3-piece, cleanly done. And well handled from FaZe. Monte with a change of heart in the middle of the round there.
Ooh. That's what it's gonna do to you to lose it against USPs. And just get absolutely smashed in the next round too.
Yeah, but you just have to, you know, you can't have this happen.
I know,
you can't have
and you know I know.
With heads in the hands. No, I'm not saying even about that. It's like, but what's gonna come out of this? You know, what are the guys who are still alive, or, you know, these young players, when you see you react like that, you know, what's that going to lead to? You were in a similar situation on Nuke, and you managed to get it into overtime, and you managed to take it into a third, right? It's just a losing attitude, a loser's attitude that you're showcasing. And you're the underdog here. You know, like, you should be giving it your all every single round, maximum focus, maximum positivity, right? Pick each other up. You're fighting against fucking FaZe Clan, dude. They're the best team in the world. Like, what are you getting tilt about? Like, yeah, you're making mistakes. Of course everyone makes mistakes. FaZe makes mistakes, right? But it's like how you react to making a mistake is what defines you more so than the mistake itself. And we've seen just Monte crumble time and time again and allowing the frustrations to get to them.
It's actually a beautiful speed, man. My voice even gave out. Yeah, I like that, Yanko. Damn.
use that when we play.
Dude, that was profound, yeah. You just changed my whole rationale around Counter-Strike. All right. Well, Monte, let's see if they can pick this up, or else FaZe are off to the races with a great CT side teed up here. They win this one. They're on their way to a super dominant lead with a Monte that feel a little checked out. So let's see what the idea is. They've got all this control over towards middle. They're looking for a B split right now. Bomb still dropped over towards the B apartments. Krasnow's going to go back and get it. He spots the moves being made down in middle. FaZe know they've conceded all this ground. ropz tries to get involved, blowing the smoke open. He'll quickly readjust up into the ladder room. This is the right place as Monte fix their eyes over towards the B site. Good flash, and they will clear out ropz. Karrigan dead as well. Ryu double opener. Brokey's AWP is now the only thing between Monte and this B site. Scoped up, they're in the site with him, missed shot. Oh, sorry, shot connects, but can't get a second one off in time. And it's just frozen, 1v3, far removed from the B play. Monte are able to battle back in.
Yeah, Ryu had no business getting 2 entries in that position. One, fair enough, the flash onto ropz is perfect. They catch him as he's about to cross the smoke. He's completely blindsided. Easy kill, but then Karrigan is in such a prime position to find it. Fumbles it a little bit. Once he falls, even though Brokey puts up a valiant effort, that's just not enough. The numbers game in Monte's advantage. And FaZe had the right setup. They switched things up. They mixed up Frozen and Brokey. You had Frozen that was on the A side. Brokey was short with the AWP. Monte didn't know that. They were completely unaware of that switcheroo, and it still doesn't pay off. Strong round for Monte again. As the dark music comes back in.
Neo with the first timeout for FaZe in the final round of the first half. And we didn't see him like immediately start to talk a lot. Sometimes that's, as a coach, you're listening to the players and you're not liking what you're hearing, like it sounds confusing, and then you just come in and you tell them to take a timeout just so that they can talk it out between themselves and come up with a proper plan, because you can see it's not an ideal buy. Sure, there's 3 M4s and an op, but not a lot of utility on the side of FaZe Clan. Karrigan with the MP9, right? Make sure you get all your ducks in a row.
And that's also what you were talking about in terms of like attitude and tilt level. I think the best teams are able to let the pass round be the pass round and have clean communication, clean ideas straight up from round 12.
You know, I'm not saying that they're not robots. You're going to have emotional highs and lows, but there's a difference between sort of, you know, having to deal with a frustrating round and just completely looking like you've given up, right? Like you're out of it.
Mara is trying to get involved early, but ropz is doing much the same. Oh, Krasnow tapped out by ropz on the lower push. That's going to change the round for Monte, as now they sacrifice all this control over towards B. They might look to go a little bit faster. Trying to get ahead of that. In doing so, they go running right into Karrigan. He doubles up, down and connected. The bomb is now away from Waro and Demka. And AWP spots the man back at CT. But it goes both ways. FaZe now know the whereabouts of one of these 2 players for Monte. Flanks even getting activated from ropz very quick in through the back lines. FaZe are hungry for that 8-4 scoreline here. And with the bomb still under their control, with all the exit routes plugged here, Monte, this is a ludicrously tough 2v4 to try and pull up and win. Something likely won't be able to. It's just Demka left standing. Bruh. Look at that mini map.
That's a rough
There is no love everywhere in this round.
Is this Dune?
It was super orange. Demka, a dead man on the swing. As FaZe lock in 8-4 on their CT side. Dominant first half locked in from FaZe Clan. They set up 8-4, and despite a few frustrations here and there from FaZe, at the Carrigan Death Slam, it's been mostly plain sailing. Couple of choice rounds with a Frozen Famous clutch and then doing it with pistols. I think it's safe to say Monte, the more frustrated team right now.
Carrigan with the Death Slam, but right after that comes Brokey with the Choke Slam on Monte in the eco and brings FaZe right back to life.
I like how crisp the mics are. We pick up this desk slam. It's like, I can almost, it's like I'm doing it myself.
Your hand almost hurts.
Exactly.
Just watching
You can
it.
feel it.
Does your hand hurt, Harry?
Sometimes.
From all the research, yeah.
Yeah. Godspeed. Dr. Russell.
Ooh, a little boost up into the window. Frozen's not going to look to activate yet. Monte with a 3-man B setup early on. Moro holding for anyone crossing it. Krasnal gets involved, taps one out through the smoke. Demka dead immediately though. He was the guy meant to be watching this A side of the map. He falls getting nothing done, and so that's the plant locked in for FaZe. They will lose Frozen as Monte rotate around. Right now FaZe are pretty pinned in on the bomb site. They still have ropz waiting over towards Palace, but they would love Brokey to open up some runway here and win these fights in towards the spawn. They change it on the fly. After ropz gets away with a kill from Palace, Brokey tries moving into jungle. ropz has got to do it alone, and as he flicks back between Ryu and Waro, he can't withstand the 3 players for Monte that are chasing him down.
The 180 for Brokey.
I know, I know.
Screw this, going
I'm
jungle.
out. Peace. And he immediately gushed one of the CT players, but unfortunately they had backup. He didn't really have numbers with him. Carrigan was a bit too far away. The best he could do was to swing from bomb side, but that doesn't really give him a deep angle. He would have maybe liked to see Brokey be a bit more committed on that fight. He did his best. I think Roro 2K's kill on Frozen is actually money. Like, it's extremely important kill. Oh, see, you hear it.
Oh.
You hear it. Hurts
Both teams are just
oh,
real upset at how these rounds are going down. I'm back up a FaZe.
They got the goods. Bomb plant came through. Oh, Carrigan!
Of course.
Who else with Carrigan? I think he's gonna...
Chill.
Yo,
What the hell is going on? How is he giving another kill?
Okay, let's not do that again.
Oh lord, please.
Bro,
don't tell me he's
Carrigan's on
gonna
a
get
tear. Waro will reply at least, waiting in the window smoke. Waro can't manage the third. So right now, Ryu and Demka worlds apart. Where do FaZe want to end up here?
Monte must be so confused how this round started. Like keeping track of what the hell is happening on the map, who is where, what's open. What in the hell?
Oh, well, that was the round there on Ryu's shoulders.
Nice smoke.
We just
that
cut,
way,
we just cut
if anyone was bench, you know, now they wouldn't be able to see Brokey.
So what's FaZe? They're just Frozen and ropz. Like, Brokey ran through B, he's in window now, and these 2 guys were just bottom connected the whole time.
Oh god. Bomb's gonna get out of there at least. They're gonna have to plant, and Brokey should be able to safeguard the round. So there we go. No slamming it there for FaZe. They pull up with the Galils and they get the job done.
And we talk about the tilt factor of Carrigan's move. Literally just running them down through smoke with the MAC-10, catches Krasnal, and then I don't know if it's a communication issue or what exactly transpired here, but like this is crazy.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if that's planned from Carrigan, because there's a lot of that. Because that happens a lot. The connector player just spams for info in the smoke, right? So maybe he saw that and then he realizes if I just book it and he just keeps doing that, I can catch timing when he reloads. And then Krasnal completely, you know, unawares of that Carrigan can be anywhere. Just jumps through that smoke. Naive there.
Monte have the right stack. 4 players on the A side as the pincer move comes through. Jungle smoke. Gives me baited a bit by the side. The Deagle shines, but immediate entries. Oh, wait a minute. Brokey entried Rain. That's actually a 2 for 2, and Moro snipes back. 3v2 now.
They've got 2 fights on polar opposite sides of the map here. One at ramp, one back in CT. They're going to try and ice out Demka. Carrigan's been dispatched to deal with him, but he can't. And so Brokey left up in the clutch, all alone, 1v3. Knows about a player at ramp, knows about a player at CT. Has an inkling about Krasnal over at jungle. Might know where they are, but is he going to be able to deal with them? Turns back around to try fight Demka. Right now, Waro could have looked to punish this. Brokey gets away with the kill, but he's very wounded. 20 points of health on Brokey. No kit for Monte to work with. They've just got to sit on this bomb, and Demka will have Krasnal's back there. So the pistols are enough for Monte. They keep this game competitive. They keep themselves in it, going tit for tat with FaZe clans in the force buys.
A little bit of help from FaZe as well here. I would love to see what actually happened in that TK. We see in the feed Brokey destroying Rain. That's a massive shot from War 2K. Kerrigan was a little lazy on the clear. Didn't expect the elevation comes through, and now Monte is staying in the game. They're trying to outface FaZe by winning crazy rounds, winning force buy. Holy hell, they're still in it.
Only one man in the A site, and that's Demka. Oh, not anymore. Rain takes his head off with the deagle. And that's an open runway in towards A. Over at short, watchful eye on anyone trying to get across. So that at least keeps FaZe kind of boxed in over here towards ramp. Oh god, ropz has just picked up one on the AK. Gizmy will reply at least. That's something. Bruh, I mean, we say it, every round is winnable, I guess. Like, this is wild. Monte grouping up in the spawn. They would have loved that kill to invite them in for the retake. They do manage to find it at least, and here's a bit more from Ryu. Picks up the first on the nade. Glocks go wide on him. Picked up by Frozen. And they're going to hop on the bomb. And so Monte narrowly get this one over the line.
That was a strange timing for the retake. I almost had a doubt for a second if they were considering saving. We saw the Cat player not even make an attempt for a while, just staying there safely. But they had a whole lot of util that they placed very efficiently at the end. Molly towards Ninja, pop flash on top, nade to break open the smoke as well. That's what I see here to Reynas.
Yeah,
really well put.
FaZe didn't have anyone in a forward position, right? They were all backed up towards apps and ramp. So very important retake for Monte, even though an expensive round.
Set their sights on middle, they're gonna get it. I mean, across these last few FaZe have done a great job of keeping them expensive, right? That pressure is still on for Monte, where if they lose this round, the gap that they're trying to close suddenly widens a hell of a lot. So this one is important for Monte if they want this comeback to come in. Leg spotted, ropz sees that. He knows that Gizmy's there. And even though Demka's hanging around for a moment, he looks hesitant because they don't have anyone over, you know, keeping an eye on Palace, so he's having to watch that. He'll have to turn on a dime to lend a helping hand to Gizmy. He's dropped this flash. Brokey's going to move in with it and try to set up ropz. But this drop-down opener. Flash goes in. ropz secures it, but Demka will keep this in a 4v4. I don't know what happens there for Krasnal. Just goes on a bit of a jaunt and gets cut down in the process. Carrigan. Quick flick required, lots of damage to Demka, but not the killing blow. And so it's a B play like we all expected. Ryu, lone defender of the B side. That's a transfer. Frozen gets deleted. So now it's Brokey's turn to stand and deliver. Gets it down to the 1v1. Demka was last spotted all the way over at Palace, but he's quick on this rotate. Brokey backs off to play around the bomb, and now he's seen him. Oh my god. Oh my god, Brokey, stop! Oh my, why is he doing this? No one likes this! Living on the edge, Brokey tries his hand at the tap. What's happening? There's been so many chances. Someone kills someone eventually. This is for Monte to try and grind back into the game. Brokey could deny it all right now if he can win this 1v1, but he can't. Demka locks it in.
What have I just
Make
witnessed?
sense of that round, please. I have two big brains here with me. Someone explain maybe the process, what was happening there.
Pass. Can I call a friend?
I take the 5th.
I mean, Brokey played this 1v1 as if he played a 1v4. Like, I don't understand. All of the movements, always trying to change his position. Surely the low HP information didn't come through either. Like, had he known Demke was on low HP, he would have played it very differently. Completely overcooked it. I think that's what the kids say now. Absolutely overcooked it. Burned the whole meal.
That's the problem with, Brokey sometimes. It's just a lack of sort of patience and calmness. Usually he's very good in clutches, but it comes from, aggression or picking like right time.
Chaotic it is, yeah.
Like, here it felt like, you're overdoing it, as you said, overcooked it.
What in the hell?
Don't really know. This is a very cursed third map.
I know.
It's a huge round as well.
That could have been FaZe like just leaping and bounding away with the game if they picked that up. And they're still trying to capitalize on the fact that Monte are running out of money. But they might never get there now. Waro securing a kill over here in mid. Gizmy getting aggressive on the back of the flashes. Brokey looks for the trade, but he's... Oh, that's a crazy shot. Will secure the one on a Gizmy, but it's an immediate trade out of Demke.
Are you ready to consider the idea now? Are we ready to consider the idea of Monte winning this goddamn game? As they're looking down the barrel of a 9-9 scoreline on Mirage on the CT side? Holy hell.
I mean, FaZe have got a reputation, a grand final bound reputation, and Monte could be the ones to break that.
It's just, I know we've been talking about the tilt factor and whatnot of Monte, and it's undeniable, but I am amazed that they are still in this game, considering the rounds that they've lost, considering the situations that we talked about, the force buy, the goddamn USP of a flash. They had so many moments where they could have legitimately tilted off the earth, just never come back. But they were able to win the hard rounds, the one that gets you back on top, a couple clutches here and there just to get your heart going again. You know, they have FaZe in the ropes. It's 9-9 scoreline. It's going to be a half buy for FaZe. They cannot justify a full purchase now. Monte could be in the lead.
Yes, indeed. And this is a timeout by FaZe, but definitely a lot for LMBT to say to his players, considering these are the rounds where they've struggled and where they've given a couple of anti-ecos away to FaZe.
And it might still feel like a group stage, but if you lose this game, you're out. It is over. Round of 16. That doesn't sound good on the record. Top 16 if you're FaZe at Pro League?
No, from top 2 to top 16. That's a downgrade, Harry.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's worse than top 2.
Yeah. Even though the number's bigger. It's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It should be great.
No, but dude, I don't know. This is wild. Like, every event that FaZe have entered since CS2's release, they've been in the grand finals. So to think, you know, we were talking about some of the potential matchups that could happen down the line. Some of the other foes that FaZe would have to beat to keep that track record in check. But it might be Monte who do it to them.
And we talked about the exhaustion factor, FaZe being tired, but I feel like they've surpassed expectations at so many events that to an extent you were ready to give up on that narrative. Say, you know what, they come to Chengdu, oh my god, they must be so tired. They went to the playoffs of the major, they've played all of the games, surely this is the moment. Oh, wait, no, hold on a minute, they just won the whole tournament. Right, so maybe no, they're not tired, they're great. All right, Monte.
I mean, we've seen pistol rounds get weird, but
I know.
This one, there's so little time left. 33 seconds. Monte set up across the map. It's not like in the past where they've only had to break through just the solo hold of Demke. He's got support this time. They do manage to get around him. Tag on a Gizmy, but Waro set up back here in the spawn. Oh god,
Tag.
Scout tag connects. Missed shot on the spam. Plant will come in for FaZe at least, and with damage done to both Waro and Gizmy, this scout can hit hard. Brokey's retrieved an M4. FaZe have armed themselves here. 3 players out from spawn. Smoke drops.
No shadows.
Close. Flash on in. Monte, don't go peeking yet. They will secure that kill on a ropz' scout. Carrigan hears the footsteps up through connector. Brokey will land the follow-up shot on a Gizmi too. 2v2, damage done! And with just the pistols, FaZe are back on double digits!
They can't keep doing this!
The Latvian madman does it again. He finds redemption with a 4K buy to deny Monte the lead and put FaZe Clan ahead 10-9. How do they keep getting away with this?
This is insane!
He even kills Voro as he's trying to shoot Ryu.
Like anti-Counter-Strike right now, man. The pistols are favored.
But that's also, you know, Neo timeout into the buy. They play it slow. They smoke top connector again to simulate a B split, or they want to go B. Then they push through their own smoke, right? You could see that the third player was rotating window towards B. They were weaker on A. They find a couple of good kills. Actually, just one kill and a tag, and
it was still a 4v3 retake for Monte. There's no universe in which you should be in the backseat.
But that's the FaZe Clan. That's what you need to do. Like, you need to put you need to give your players a chance. They had a chance. They weren't favored to win that round, but that's when you have guys stepping up. Brokey stepped up in that one, delivered the round for FaZe Clan.
I think Krasnov played a little too fast as well, being found by Carrigan, but that's in the past. Carrigan being found by Gizmi, but the trade comes in from Frozen. 1-for-1 information exchange, and Gizmi is going to be shouting for Wolf. They're coming on A. Help!
Oh, gets out with another. Honestly, he does really well there to get out with two. It's exactly what you needed from him, and it's all you could have asked. 3v3 as the plant comes in. Ryu around from the spawn side, late rotate out of Waro 2K, and so right now it feels like a 3v2 if you're FaZe. Waro's a bit of a non-factor coming up far later through connector.
He's got to save. Has to. They can't give everything away.
And so FaZe Clan lock in 11. They finally get this opportunity to capitalize on how close these 1 rounds were for Monte. It was constant round wins with 2 or 1 players surviving. And so this is FaZe now getting to capitalize on all that damage they did earlier on in this second half. Monte have got no money, and so they're faced with this horrible decision. Do you play for the OT? Do you go for 3 straight down the stretch with, even then, non-complete buy?
I really like how FaZe approached this round. They know they have Monte in the ropes. They know the financials aren't going to be great. So they don't allow anyone to be picked off alone. They always have a buddy system. It's a 2 squad, 3 squad, always ready to help each other out, put it down the utility, take the space, very controlled. That's exactly how you're supposed to do when you know a move is going to come your way. Now, has that been heard? I believe it has. I believe ropz is very aware of that danger. Abs is compromised, but he's going to use that information to grab map control away from Monte, and they might just walk into his crosshair. They have no ideas here. Put on notice, Krasnov now, 29 HP. Fighting out of Abs, the native Brokey could do the job. Wait a minute, how is Krasnov out? There we go, thank you very much. He was going to be put down eventually. Do they know about Voro? Do they suspect the M4, the only weapon, Harry?
I mean, Mora's going to have one hell of a round if he wants to save this for Monte, but he does have that element of surprise there now, of course. Frozen flicks back onto him. Good awareness there to watch for that rifle posted over in Palace. So it just gives me left. They're just going to spam him out here. He can't do a thing. 12 locked in for FaZe Clan as they look to turn this one around. It's a flawless round that they put up too. And across this whole game, Monte have been leaning rather heavily over towards the B site. They've been anticipating that eventually this B hit is coming. Thus far, FaZe have just gone on back-to-back tours over towards this A bomb site. Monte have not been rewarded for these heavier leans over towards B yet. And once again, they start strong with a lean over towards B in middle. They've been waiting for FaZe to go for the early mid control into a B hit, what feels like this entire CT side.
Could be coming now. You're looking at the minimap. Tells a pretty clear story. No one from FaZe towards A. They have their eyes set on the B side. Brain is going to hit that top connector smoke. He second guesses himself for a little. Monte with that sort of a 3-man setup.
Oh, Ryu's been spotted. Here's the push. This is what Monte have been waiting for. This is the play they've been waiting for. Frozen leads the charge. Waro lends a helping hand from short. Cut down, but an immediate trade goes back the other way. Monte start to pad out B. Demka fast on the rotate. And still Ryu floats ahead of this smoke down in market. ropz cleanly done onto Demka. But Gizmi follows up immediately. Brokey now in this 1v2. His weapon of choice in hand. Had a weird round over here at B, and it was that round that nearly spelled disaster for FaZe at the close of this series. But now Brokey's got to put on a real show with this orb. Oh God, saw the back, but a little too keen on the shot. Monte move in, and they'll pressure that orb. Ice out Brokey over a bench. Reach double digits as they deny the clutch attempt to Brokey.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I think, though, from Brokey's POV, right, you're thinking, well, the only reason why that guy is exposed like that is because he's checking bench and checking site, right? He's jiggle peeking, and then you rush the shot.
I also think that's who Brokey is anyway. The fast shots. You talked about patience or lack thereof. That's also part of his game. And unfortunately, yeah, fair enough. But also huge work from Waro2k from Catwalk. He was the one laying down the low with the silencer. He finds the first kill, repositions, saves Ryu as he's getting attacked from all sides. And now they have a chance, round 23. And finally the B lean, as we talked about, pays off, and FaZe go back to what was working all of the time. More an A-centric approach. The ropz and apps. Buddy set up in ramp. And you have Rain and Kerrigan making noise middle.
But you feel like Monte kind of got their reward finally, right, for leading heavier. And so now they've moved back into this AAA setup. They're trying to anticipate this from FaZe. They've fully conceded middle. Right now, no one even really has eyes on it. It's just Gizmi watching the extremities of a window boost.
And this has been the problem for Monte, this whole city side. It's the lack of information. Let's see if they get punished for it again.
Morris scoped up over at the ramp. Bested by Brokey in the head-to-head. ropz swinging out from Palace. This one might be teed up. Gizmi tries his hand at the final stand, but he can't hold on. Brokey double kill, and even though he's had some weird moments in the clutches, Brokey has still outputted so much for FaZe Clan in this third and final map. 30 kills deep as FaZe look to knock Monte out and carry on their route.
Surely they've done it. Surely
Brokey.
It's been enough.
Oh, lovely flick for the third, and Ryu's finished off. FaZe Clan keep themselves in the Pro League. They right their wrongs down the stretch, and it's Brokey leading the charge. For Monte, it's the end of the line in the first round of playoffs.
Every now and again, we have to talk about the word stamina when it comes to FaZe. Absolutely incredible how they were able to stay.